to FanView Live on New Orleans Talk Network.
This is Congressman Cedric Richmond, and you're watching the New Orleans Talk Network.
FanView Live, where real fans talk about real sports, only on the New Orleans Talk Network. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, because we're not just a sports talk show, we're a talk show about sports.
What's up, everybody? This boy, Coach Hurricane here. You can follow me on Facebook at Henry Singleton or on Twitter at HenryHeyOU15.
Listen, this is your boy, Fred. Listen, you can follow me on Facebook at Brandon Fred Jones, or you can follow me on Twitter at BFred Jones.
This is Jeremiah Gray, man, with GSportz. You can follow me on Facebook, Jeremiah Gray, A.K.A, and on Twitter, G_paid in full 08.
Pay me the money! money.
What it do, y'all? It's DJ Slick Daddy from the Liveline, here to tell you about the hottest bar on the West Bank, After Dark Sports Bar, 419 LaPelco Boulevard in Gretna. Come check us out on Monday for steak and oyster night. Thursday, free seafood night. Friday, 3-for-1 happy hour. Saturdays, ladies night, and always open for parties. And then Sunday, Saint Sunday, Oldie but Goodie Sunday. Come find out what is hidden for at After Dark Sports Bar, 419 LaPelco Boulevard in Gretna. Doors open at 6, 12 p.m. on Sundays. After Dark is a non-smoking atmosphere.
Hey yo, what's up? It's your boy DJ Slick Daddy.
This DJ Slick 514.
And of course, I'm your girl, Black Coco.
Tune into the Liveline, New Orleans Talk Network, every Tuesday, 7 to 8:30 with all the trending topics.
And you can also check out my mix, DJ Slick Mix Part 1 and 2.
And of course, check out Coco's Sex Tips of the Week.
And hashtag TTBS. That's that bullshit. It's the Liveline, New Orleans Talk Network. Tuesday, 7 to 8:30. We always live. Let's go.
Oh, how the time flies. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M. Lawson. And can you believe that it has been 1 year since Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions hit your airwaves? We have interviewed authors, entrepreneurs, playwrights, musicians, and everyone in between, all to bring you the best in literary conversation. And we plan to do it again this year, but only better. So join us right here in the Literary Lounge each Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the New Orleans Talk Network. See you there.
Coach Hurricane here. You can follow me on Facebook at Henry Singleton or on Twitter at HenryHeyOU15.
Listen, this is your boy, Fred. Listen, you can follow me on Facebook at Brandon Fred Jones, or you can follow me on Twitter at BFred Jones.
This is Jeremiah Gray, man, with GSportz. You can follow me on Facebook, Jeremiah Gray, A.K.A, and on Twitter, G_paid in full 08.
Pay me the money! money.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This boy, Coach Hurricane here. You can follow me on Facebook at Henry Singleton or on Twitter at HenryHeyOU15.
Listen, this is your boy, Fred. Listen, you can follow me on Facebook at Brandon Fred Jones, or you can follow me on Twitter at BFred Jones.
This is Jeremiah Gray, man, with GSportz. You can follow me on Facebook, Jeremiah Gray, A.K.A, and on Twitter, G_paid in full 08.
Pay me the money. money.
GSportz in the building. We're the NFC Championship, man. It's going down Sunday, man. I'm psyched.
There it is. Y'all already know what time of day it is, man. Y'all already know on Thursdays, 6 p.m. for 2 hours, the best fan sports show on the internet. This is what we talk about what goes down in the world of sports. For 2 hours, we get it all jam-packed. We get it in. Got a lot to talk about. You already know the NFC Championship at.
You did.
It's right here in New Orleans.
You did.
We got to talk about that. AFC. It's in Arrowhead. We got to talk about that. We got to talk a little Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Little James Harden.
Yeah.
Little Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
It's going down.
Well,
listen. For anybody who's tuning, subscribe to the page, little FanView on Facebook, FanView on YouTube, FanView live on Instagram, FanView NOLA on Twitter. Follow New Orleans Talk Network. We're also on Instagram and Twitter on there also. NOTN Talk on Instagram and NOTN Talk on Twitter. And don't forget to follow my man, GSportz. You trying to get what's going on in high school basketball going on right now. The plug's right here. I tell you, how many times? Every week, right? Every week.
Look. You're in the city tomorrow. Get down to Napoleon Avenue, uptown, and go check out Sophie B. Wright versus Landry Walker. It's gonna be box office. You got some studs gonna be in this game. You got Demire Burns. You got Greg Hammond. You got Charlie Russell.
It's going down.
Coach Bertrand leading that ship over there at Sophie B. Wright. That took that program from nothing and brought them up to the top in a quick span of 2-3 years. And they going against Landry Walker, the 3-time state champions.
There it
5'8". With DeWine Griffin, Shadon Green.
It's going down.
Jermaine Vincent, Torrey Cargo, and Coach Bird leading that ship over there. It's going to be packed in box office tomorrow night at Sophie B. Wright. Be in the building if you want to see some good high school basketball. It's going down.
There it is. But listen, y'all know how to do it each and every third before I start the show. I always give a shout and salute to our armed forces. The Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, First Responders, local police department, local fire department, Coast Guard. Thank y'all guys from the bottom of my heart. If no one gives y'all shout, love, and support and respect for the services y'all do for us as citizens in this country, FanView Live will give it to each and every week. But let's get started. We had the division around. We're going to start with a little football. Division around last weekend. We started off with the first game. You had your Colts going to Arrowhead with the Chiefs. Last week, I had picked the Colts. Egg on my face.
I told you.
You told me.
I told you at some point the no names that they had on the Colts was going to not be able to show up in an atmosphere like Arrowhead. The Chiefs did what I expected them to do, but the Colts had a good season, man. They overachieved. Andrew Luck showed that he is a top-tier quarterback in his league, and he deserved every bit of that money that he got. And if they could add some weapons on that offense, go with T.Y. Hilton and Ebron, and add some more pieces to that defense, they're going to be a team to be reckoned with going forward. Going
to 2019 season, listen, the facts of the matter is they had the most cap space going in the offseason. They got a lot of situations to make their team better. They drafted pretty well this past season. To me, you're arguably your defensive player of the year, a rookie defensive player of the year, Darius Leonard. You know, out of South Carolina State. Eric Ebron was a good addition to the team. Marlon Mack is still a question mark. You don't know what he could be for you, but again,
he had a good season.
He had a good season.
He had a good season too.
Yes, he had a good season. But still need some pieces here and there. Shouts out to the coach. They got a bright future ahead of them. But you lost, so your season's over. Now, then we have the other AFC matchup, Chargers going into Foxwoods. And see, I told you.
Tom Brady. I would be the first to say, I really thought the Chargers were going to go in there and beat these people. I was wrong. I can't admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong. They went out there and got beat like they stole something. They looked like they wasn't even prepared. And for the life of me, I couldn't understand why they kept running zone against Tom Brady. He just ate that apart. So, the Chargers, he had a good season too. I want to see Phillip Rivers, get a chance to get to that AFC Championship and have a possibility to be able to get to the Super Bowl. No. But you went against an inferior opponent in the Patriots, and Tom Brady and them letting everybody know, look, y'all talking about everybody else. Don't forget about what we did. We got 5 rings. Our favorite restaurant is Five Guys. Okay? Don't forget about what we done over the last decade, and they showed it on Sunday.
Now, to the NFC, you had the Cowboys heading to Los Angeles, which, again, egg on my face. I picked them Cowgirls to go into Los Angeles and beat them people. And for the life of me, Jason Garrett, the defense, the D-line is atrocious in this game. They got pancaked all game. First of all, C.J. Anderson, no one even knew he was still in the NFL and come out here and have 100 and plus y'all some rushing. I expected from Todd Gurley. But from C.J. Anderson, 270 yards rushing against that defense, who's done that all year long, GSportz? Nobody. And the way they was controlling the run game in Los Angeles, speaking for the Rams, for the life of me, Jason Garrett, when you scored the touchdown and you're down by 8 and you need the ball back, you don't offside kick. Why kick the ball deep?
Right.
That took the cake for me. Because your defense, they're running the ball and they couldn't stop them. And guess what happened? First down on the run. Then they come again, first down. C.J. Anderson. I'm sitting there saying to myself, why? It didn't matter if you kicked it deep or not, because the Rams didn't need to score. It didn't matter if you didn't get the offside kick, because they didn't need a field goal to beat you.
It was a bad decision.
Bad decision. You need the ball back, because your defense can't stop them from running the ball.
Right.
And if they can't, 2 first downs killed the game. It was puzzling to me. So the Cowboys, I don't know where you headed. There's a big trend. Should they fire Jason Garrett? Obviously, that hasn't really happened. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's difficult to fire a guy who at least gets to the division round and won the division. But your season over, so screw y'all.
Right.
Now, let's talk about the important game.
Yeah. And before we go, move on to the Saints game, I will say this about Dallas. Much as I hate the Cowgirls and everything they do, and I hate their fan base more than I hate Whoopi Goldberg gums. But
the back and forth looking at.
But I gotta give credit what credit's due. Dallas had a good season, bro.
Yes.
I must say,
defensively,
I thought they didn't have a shot to make the playoffs. They made it a run. Part of that had to do with because the division was weak this year, and the Giants. We know how abysmal they was. We know how the Eagles
got hurt.
The Eagles was struggling. The Redskins was struggling with all the injuries they had at quarterback. So Dallas kind of got in by default. But you play the hand you dealt, and they took care of business. And their defense was one of the better defenses in the league all year long, and we saw that when we played them down there when they held us to 10 points.
Correct.
Facts. But I think the turning point in that game was you want to get Zeke going.
Yep.
And if you get Zeke going, they probably win most of the time. And Zeke had 20 carries for 47 yards. 2.3 yards a carry. So that's how I knew Dallas was going to struggle. And you got to depend on Dak Prescott to win you a ball game. It ain't going to happen.
I will say this.
It ain't going to happen.
I will say this, and not to cut you off, but I was the biggest fan. If you go back and look at our shows on YouTube, I didn't think Amari Cooper was valued at the first round pick.
No, I didn't either.
And Jerry Jones made that deal, and I was like, man, look, the Patriots would have gave you a 7th round pick and say whatever. And to me, with Amari Cooper, he helped that offense rejuvenate itself because of the explosive plays that he made and the things that it gave them it gave them a weapon that Dak Prescott needed. So I got to give big credit to making that deal happen because I didn't think that. I said that if you follow me on Twitter, I was like, man, give this man an extension at halftime. I don't think this guy should get a halftime without having an extension from the Dallas Cowboys.
Right.
Dallas needs to make sure whatever you're going to do this offseason, you got to make sure Amari Cooper is going to be in uniform for the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott going forward for the next couple of seasons. So if you didn't do not much right, your defensive, you drafted Van Bosch, which was a great Van Esch, which was a great addition to that defense out of Boise State, and the trade for Amari Cooper was big time for the Dallas Cowboys. But at the end of the day, you came up short. You can't score enough points, and that's on Jason Garrett and Scott Linehan. They got to figure that out down there with Dak Prescott. They still got to figure out if he could be an above starter potential franchise QB. Right now, he's just a starter. He needs weapons around him, and you don't know if he can be the guy that can win you a game.
Nah, I kind of disagree with that. I think Dak Prescott can be a really good starter in this league. No, I do. I think he could be a top-tier quarterback. No, but I think you can get to a Super Bowl with his kind of quarterback.
You can.
Especially with the kind of defense they got constructed on the other side of the ball, with a running back like Zeke, you got somebody like Amari Cooper. And I'm going to tell you, Michael Gallup has the potential to be a good receiver in this league, a great number 2 receiver, complimentary to Amari Cooper. I think what they need to focus on in this draft is going to get a tight end. You got to replace somebody. You got to get somebody to go replace Jason Witten. You didn't have that this year.
That's facts.
I think Ricardo Gathers is somebody that has potential, but I think, with him not playing football all of those years,
correct,
he's still trying to learn the nuances of the NFL and how to prepare. He has a lot of potential, a lot of ability. Right. But I think you got to go draft somebody that can come in next year, day one, and be your starter at tight end and be able to stretch the field. The thing about it, dude, this is not a good tight end draft.
No, it is not a good free agent class either.
Exactly. So I think Tyler Eifert
is probably the only one, but injury.
And he's injury prone. But I'm willing to take that risk if I'm Jerry Jones to get Tyler Eifert.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott is a check down shorty.
Yeah.
That's what he does. The tight end will be his best friend.
Yeah.
And I think if you go get somebody like Tyler Eifert, you will see that offense take new strides. And I think on defense, they don't need to go do too much. I mean, I think you might need to go get some more players to add depth to your defense.
You got to start off with DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah,
he's a free agent.
You got to take care. You got to take care of him.
Got to take care of him.
You know what I'm saying? I think you just go draft some people to add depth to that defense, but they are set on defense. That's a good enough defense to get you to a Super Bowl. It's all about Dallas' offense right now. Now, with that being said, their defense looked atrocious against the Rams. I mean, these people had over 450 yards total offense. They rushed for 276 yards. So, and I think it wasn't so much about that Dallas didn't have the personnel. It was more so about, if you watch that game, Dallas was very undisciplined all throughout the game. These people running fake speed sweeps. They handing the ball off. They running with the speed sweep. Gurley and Anderson run up the middle, getting 8-9 yards. And that's what happened to them during that game. Even though I think Jason Garrett is a bad coach, I think that he's a puppet, which whoever goes to the Cowboys will be a puppet when you're dealing with somebody like Jerry Jones. Yeah. But I think that you can't fire him when you got to the divisional round and you lost by 8 points to somebody like the Rams.
That's hard to fire
on the road. But Dallas in a good place though, and I think they're a team that you got to watch out for going forward.
I don't think you need to be a franchise QB to make the Super Bowl. If you go back and look since the century, some of the guys who won the Super Bowl were starters, not even franchise guys. The Brad Johnson, Trent Dilfers. Let's keep it a bang. Tom Brady wasn't always a franchise quarterback. You can make an argument for his first 3 Super Bowls that he was just a starter.
Right.
And so you can make Big Ben his first year he won a Super Bowl at that time was just a starter. You can start to make the assumption that you do.
He was terrible actually in that first Super Bowl.
Yeah, he was bad. The Seahawks.
I don't even know I don't even think he threw for over 100 yards passing in that game.
Listen, the Seahawks just didn't come to play.
The Seahawks ain't no business being there.
They got there. And Sean Alexander MVP year. And so that was a good game. I mean, he had a great season. But you can make the argument, Joe Flacco, I never thought was a franchise guy, but he won a Super Bowl. What I'm getting at is Peyton Manning won his last Super Bowl. He was in the franchise QB at that time in his career.
Right.
So do you need, Nick Foles is another one. Do you need a franchise QB to win a Super Bowl? No, but if you don't have one, you need other components. Dallas has the other components. They have the defense. They have the all-pro running back. Amari Cooper is looking like the way if you keep him going, he could look like a top 5 statistically at that position. You're missing the tight end, and you're missing consistency from the offensive line. And every now and then you get some help on special teams. They got the pieces. They just didn't show up that game, and every now and then coaching came down to the decision at the end of that game, and it mattered. Offside kick, you should have went forward. It didn't matter. You're down by 8. You need the ball. Your defense can't stop a nosebleed right now, and they proved it.
Like I say, they in the offseason, they got to go get them a tight end. And like I say, it's a weak tight end draft, but if your scouting department is on their stuff, you can go find your diamond in the rough somewhere and get somebody that you think that could come here and be a day one starter. You just got to do some good research and some good scouting and go watch a lot of film.
And that guy's going to have to be healthy for you.
Yeah.
He's going to have to be. Tyler Eifert is a guy who I think fits the Dallas Cowboys situation. Health is always concerned with him, and that's just a situation. You're going to have a few other guys that probably going to get released. Like, I don't know if Jimmy Graham going to stay in Green Bay. I think Green Bay may look at the situation and say release him. But
he didn't have a bad year. From a touchdown, Jimmy Graham was used to scoring 8 to 10 touchdowns a season. Yeah. This year he only had 2.
Right. You start to look at the contract.
This is one of his worst years for his touchdown production, but he had over 600 yards receiving. That's pretty good for a tight end. I think he had like 55 receptions or something like that.
You get to the point where you start looking at production and value and what your output is. And so, but that's the biggest vote. They could fill someone in that position, like how the San Francisco 49ers, they now have a tight end in Kittle. You get a guy like that, he don't have to be that caliber, but if you get a guy that can come in and get you some catches, a 50 catch guy, 600 yards and about maybe 7 or 8 touchdowns, you don't need to be Eric Ebron, you know what I mean? Who is a free agent, by the way. But
he earned him some money.
Yeah, he gonna earn some money. The coach got enough cap. I don't think the coach will let him out the building. But you need a tight end that can take that pressure, take the load off. You can fill that position. The Dallas Cowboys if they can be consistent on situational football, they could come back. Now, here's the say, you lost. Now moving on to the last game, which was the Eagles versus the Saints. Now, if y'all tuning in, we got a few people. Jason Terry said the Rams practicing in an airplane hangar. We got this. It goes to this respect here also. Here's what this is gonna kind of boil down to. PJ Brown said Dak is what he is. He's a good starter in the league with some weapons around him. Nah, he won't be a top tier QB. And, Marty B says Dak.
You don't gotta be a top tier QB to win a Super Bowl.
You don't.
Come on now. Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson. He wasn't a franchise QB at the time when he won it. You start looking at the evidence. Yeah, you didn't have to be. You had to have a great defense, great rushing attack,
and they got that.
And they got that. Marty B said Dak is Romo number 2. You know, with the injuries. Chris Price says he won more playoff games than Romo, though. Let's not forget that.
Good point.
It's a good point. Brandon Saunders says Cowboys were undisciplined in the game against the Saints too. But they had momentum. They were playing at home. I think that had a lot to do with it. Again, I was at the game. I think playing at home had a lot to do with that. Chris Price says reading is fundamental. So I say Dak has more playoff wins than Romo.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
I don't have a problem with that. I don't know why, people are so quick to want to crown somebody as the next Tom Brady, the next Aaron Rodgers, the next Drew Brees. Man, everybody can't be like that, man. Everybody not built like that. Everybody not cut from that type of cloth. They got to have people in the league that's above average, good quarterbacks. Everybody can't be elite, okay? Right. And that doesn't mean Dak Prescott can't lead these people to a Super Bowl. Because they had a good defense. They got a good running game. Yeah, one of the best offensive lines in the game. They just got to add a couple of pieces. Go get your tight end. Yeah. And I would even go get another receiver, too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I do think they need to probably change offensive coordinators.
Scott Linehan is probably an issue.
Because, you need to take a page out of Dan O'Brien's book. The way he had Deshaun Watson looking, and I'm not saying that Dak Prescott is better than Deshaun Watson.
Correct.
Or is he on the same level as Deshaun Watson? But I think he's not that far from Deshaun Watson. But you got to get Dak doing stuff like Deshaun Watson do. A lot of zone read, a lot of RPO, a lot of rolling out the pocket where he can use his legs. Yeah. Things of that nature. And you can see Dak Prescott will take off. And you will see his stats will raise from, against the Rams, his passing average was 8.8 yards. Yeah. That clearly lets you know he's checking it down majority of the time.
And that goes to a big run that Mark Cooper.
Yeah. Once Dak's first read is going, he's looking to check it down. Okay, and that's because he's not comfortable in that offense. I think that they're making it too complicated for him. But they need to change offensive coordinators, or Jason Garrett needs to tell Linehan, look, we got to make this a little more simpler. We need to change this up a little bit and cater to Dak's strength. And I think that'll put their offense in a way better shape. Because think about it. If Dallas was an offense, if they could get at least 20 points a game,
they'd have been tough to beat.
Them people probably be in the Super Bowl. With how good that defense is.
They'd be a tough team to beat. Like I said, listen, their team is not bad. They're a few pieces away. And next season is another season. And they could play with the same consistency. Because, listen, I like Byron Jones. I like Xavier Woods. I like Jordan. And they going to slot. I think they're going to be in a running to try to get Earl Thomas, too. Yeah, Earl Thomas could come in and play, and play some free safety for them. So, again, that's going to be a very good team. Consistency going to matter in the situation of football is what Jason Garrett needs to make the better calls. Again, the offside kick should have been called. But again, your season over. Can't help you. You waiting for 2 days. We got to talk about the teams who are still here. Eagles. Let's keep it a bang. Eagles Saints primetime game, last game of the divisional round, and the Eagles came out here, first play of the game with the interception. They go down there, they score on that drive. The very next drive, the Saints get the ball, we punt the football, and the Eagles come back down, score again. It's 14-0 GSportz. I'm gonna keep it a bang, everybody. It's panic mode for me. I was in panic mode. Why? Because you're down 14-0 against Doug Peterson offense, who can attack you in different ways, who can, if they get hot, they can put pressure on and score. And it would look like they was going down to score again until Marshawn Lattimore changed the outcome on Zach Ertz and gets the interception. I think if he don't make that play and they still keep that drive alive, hey, you go down 21-0, I don't care where you're playing at. This is a playoff game. It's hard to recover. So I was in panic mode. But the Marshawn Lattimore interception created, a different change in momentum. And after that, you start seeing the game starting to change. They start playing a little more of Saints football, getting first downs. Drew Brees, getting the ball out in space. They're getting now a little more Taysom Hill involved in the offense. And then touchdown. Touchdown. And as you look up again, it's 20-14. And now this game is at the Saints pace. And it's still a victory. You get the interception. The Alshon Jeffrey, the butter hand.
Sold out.
And Marshawn Lattimore gets his second interception in the game. What is your take on this overall game, this divisional round? Can the Saints afford, now to do that now against the Rams? They won this game.
Man, this is how I honestly felt coming into the game, and I tweeted about it. I said it on the show last week. I thought we was going to beat these people. Now, I knew we were going to beat them like we did the first time when we beat them 48-7. I knew that. But I did think we were going to beat these people by 2 possessions or more. It didn't happen like that because how we started. Drew, you underthrew Teddy again on the first drive of the game. They caught an interception. So that gave them momentum early. These people scored 14 points in the first quarter and didn't score again. So I never was worried when we was down 14-0 because it happened so early. I'm like, bro, the type of offense we got, we can score in a matter of seconds. So I wasn't too much worried. And I knew that our defense was going to figure this out. And the play they scored on, P.J. Williams, one of the plays, he loses it in the lights. And Jordan Matthews just catches the ball wide open. So I kind of feel like that was a fluke play. The other touchdown they scored, how did they score the second touchdown?
The second touchdown they scored.
I can't even remember how they scored the second touchdown. Matter of fact, all right, they got all the way down there. Nick Foles did a quarterback sneak.
Right.
That's what happened. They did a quarterback sneak. So now they are 14-0.
Right.
But like you said, Marshawn Lattimore changed the complexion of this game. They tested him, trying to hit Zach Ertz up the sideline. Marshawn Lattimore did a great job turning and running, getting his head turned around, showing magnificent ball skills. This is why we drafted you so early in the draft last year, because of plays like that. He goes up, high points the ball, intercepts it, changed the whole complexion of the game. Now we come down, we score. Matter of fact, on that drive, we went for it on 4th down on a fake punt.
Yep.
And then we went for it again on the goal line, and we hit Kirkwood for the touchdown. After that, and we was down 14-7, I knew that we was gonna win this game. Now, I knew it wasn't gonna be a good chance for us to win it by 2 possessions or more.
Right.
But I knew we was gonna win this game.
You start seeing the change of possession and how this game was going.
Key stats in this game. I always say this every week. If you've been listening to this show, watching this show consistently every week, what I always talk about when the Saints win, 3rd and 4th down. 3rd down when we was 8 for 15. That's better than 50%. 4th down we was 2 for 2.
100%.
That's what they was on 3rd down. 2 for 7. That lets me know that you putting yourself in good situation. You're getting off the field on the money down, and we extending drives on the money down. And when you do those type of things, you're gonna give your team a chance to win more often than not. These people had 250 yards total offense for the game. Man, I want to say 80% of that came in the first quarter. Even though we didn't score a lot of points, we only scored 20. We put up over 420 yards total offense.
I would probably guess that Mike Thomas out total yards them.
Yes, he did.
He was in the first quarter. I think Mike Thomas had more total yards than him.
He did. I think what the Eagles ran, the problem that they ran into when they played us, I said that last week. I knew they couldn't run the ball.
Correct.
You could not run the ball on the Saints, and they didn't have the type of running game to even try to run the ball on the Saints. Right. They tried it.
Right.
The Saints was stuffing it. We had a lot of great tackle for losses. Smallwood, I mean, he tried his best. They gave Sproles a couple plays trying to run the draw with him. Right. He was all on top of that. So we knew that you was going to be a one-trick pony in this game. Nick Foles, I told you that your magic was going to run out, baby. I told you that four-leaf clover wasn't going to last too long. And that's what happened. Boy, and from the second quarter on down, you was bad. You was 18 for 31, 201 yards. You only averaged 6.5 yards a pass. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. You had a 49.6 completion rate.
You're bad.
Dog. So, with that being said, the Saints defense, I think in my mind, won us this game. Even though we gave up 14 points in that first quarter.
Correct.
I think the defense is what propelled us to win this game. And I feel real good about the way our defense is thriving. I mean, we getting better and better every week. And Nick Foles came to this game on a hot streak. And these people had some weapons. Alshon Jeffrey, Zach Ertz, Aguilar, Sproles. They had some weapons for us to...
Golden Tate made a couple plays.
For us to go down 14-0 and withstand that and get back in this game and hold these people to scoreless over the next 3 quarters says a lot about our defense.
Man, listen.
I was in panic mode. If you was in panic mode too, hit the likes button. Just hit the likes button. Because I was in panic mode, GSportz.
Never was panicking. I was calm.
That was panic mode, man.
Calm and collected.
That was in panic mode.
I knew we was gonna get it together. Knew it.
I was just, I was in severe panic mode. But the Saints came turned around. I know the energy in the building was a great business. Great, energy, especially when the Lattimore interception turned that game around. But that's the divisional round. But here's the deal now. We got championship games now. We got Los Angeles, the Rams. Marcus Peters, for people who remember the interview. We're going to get at them again. We're going to have some, and we're going to make some gumbo. Well, here's the deal, folks. It's time to get that gumbo together. Get your roux right.
Okra gumbo.
Okra gumbo.
Put some sausage in there, a little chicken, what else we want to put in there? A little celery, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We want to make that gumbo nice and spicy.
Nice and spicy?
For Marcus Peters. Because you talking real greasy. But now he backpedaling like a goddamn crawfish in his interviews. Now he talking about, he was just having a bad day. Y'all caught him. Man, I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear all that.
You had a bad day.
Boy,
you get some Amari Cooper.
We coming at your neck. We coming at your neck on Sunday. You better be ready. You going to get all you can handle on Sunday from the Who That Nation crowd. And if you plan on sticking Michael Thomas again, which I don't think they're going to do.
I don't think Talib playing.
Talib playing?
He playing.
Yeah, he playing. Hell yeah, he playing. What you mean? Hell yeah, he playing. That's what they going to put on Michael Thomas. They smart. Marcus Peters don't got a shot. Got a shot in hell. Too light in the ass. He's too light in the ass, man. He's too light in the ass. I mean, he's too much of a gambler. He's not sound in his technique. He's a risk taker. And you can't do that against the Saints and Drew Brees and somebody like Michael Thomas, who's a crafty route runner, who gets off the line with ease against somebody like Marcus Peters because he's so light in the ass.
Right.
They better not even think about putting Marcus Peters on Michael Thomas on Sunday, or he might go for 300 yards receiving.
I would say this. One of the big factors, and again, Chris Price makes the note of it, and I was going to say this. Don't forget about Rankins out with the torn Achilles. Listen, that's a big deal.
Nah. See, I ain't gonna let y'all say that. You know why? Because I got the Patriots mentality. Next man up. And let me tell you something. The way Onyemata and Tyler Davison and Starward been playing, I'm confident in their abilities to be able to come up big in this game. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Rankins is a big deal. I think he's been having a great season. But
his best season.
I agree with that. But Onyemata and Tyler Davison and Starward has been having a great season collectively. And I think collectively they're going to be able to withstand not having Sheldon Rankins on Sunday and when we get to the Super Bowl in Atlanta on February 3rd. I'm telling y'all right now, don't panic about it. That's not it. Now, we'd have lost somebody like DeMario Davis, Marshawn Lattimore, Eli Apple, Marcus Williams, Drew Brees, Michael Thomas, come out. Those names, then it's not as cause of concern.
So you're
Sheldon Rankins is not going to be that big of a deal. Don't get me wrong. We're going to miss him.
Right.
But we got it. We good.
Listen, I think it's...
We good.
I think losing Sheldon Rankins and his production, because to me, he should have been a Pro Bowler this year over Fletcher Cox. I think he should have been Pro Bowler.
Nah, not over Fletcher. Fletcher had a good season.
He had a solid season.
If DeForest Buckner from the 49ers ain't make it, Sheldon Rankins damn sure shouldn't make it. DeForest Buckner had a way better season than Sheldon Rankins. Now, I was just keeping it up, man. I'm a diehard Saints fan.
Buckner had an outstanding season.
Just saying.
To me, I think Sheldon Rankins should have been a Pro Bowl. But I think the way he
biased. You biased.
No.
I won't be biased too, but I can't let it. I can't find myself to do. I got integrity. I got morals. My mama raised me different.
Got character.
Got character.
Got credibility. Listen, Sheldon Rankins is a big deal. Now, it's not to say that Onyemata and Starward, those guys have not played well.
You don't believe in them dudes.
I don't believe in like I believe in Rankins. I think Sheldon Rankins.
Now, we know Sheldon Rankins is the better D tackle out of all three of them, but you don't believe them guys could come in and fill that void and we will be all right.
I think they're better run stuffers than pass rushers.
I think Onyemata is a complete D tackle. I think he hasn't had the chance because Sheldon Rankins has played so good. If Onyemata was on a different team, he would be a starting D tackle in his league.
I'm not saying he couldn't be, because you could start D tackle.
But you don't believe in it.
I don't think he can start D tackle as a pass rusher.
You don't believe in it. He's a complete D tackle. He can rush the passer. He can stop the run. He has great gap integrity. He wrongs arms it.
when he's supposed to.
He's a solid D-tackle.
He's pretty
He's
good.
solid.
He's pretty
He's
good.
solid.
He's pretty good.
He's solid.
He's a pretty good D-tackle in his league.
He's solid.
Okay, tell you.
He's solid.
Sunday he gonna prove you wrong. You don't believe in that dude. You don't believe in Tyler Dixon, and you don't believe in Star Wars. Your hitters out there, Nation. You don't believe in them. Watch them three. Watch them three on Sunday. Watch them three on Sunday.
I think losing Sheldon Rankins is a big deal.
It's not a big deal. It's not. We're fine.
And Chris Price agrees with him. We need to get pressure. He says we need to get pressure on golf and contain the run.
Watch Anyamata and Tyler. Now Tyler Davis is more of a run stuffer.
He's a complete run stuffer,
and he's great at that. Anyamata is more of a complete D tackle. He can stop the run, and he can
reach a situational D tackle.
And
comes in on third down, a situational
and Anyamata can get a lot of interior pressure, in your face pressure. I'm telling y'all, look for Anyamata to have a good game on Sunday. I'm telling y'all, he's gonna get more snaps, more reps.
Yeah, he got no choice. Sheldon Rankins can't play.
That's what I'm telling you. You're gonna see him have a really good game. I'm telling y'all, watch.
We're gonna see.
Watch Anyamata. Yeah, it's a shame you don't believe in my dogs.
If you're asking me, would I prefer having Sheldon Rankins?
Oh, man, we know that.
All right, then.
Fred, stating the obvious don't make you a genius.
Okay.
It don't make you an expert.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if you watch Anyamata, you watch Tyler Davis, and you watch Star Wars this year, collectively as a group, they can replace Sheldon Rankins, and we'll be all right. Now, we lost Cam Jordan. I'll probably be pissing my pants right now. Okay? But we're fine. I'm telling you, we're fine at that D tackle position. And we just signed the dude, Ty Walker. He's going to add some depth. You know, I don't know what we're going to get from him because he's probably been on this sober drinking bill and eating Funyuns. But hopefully, he can come in and give us a couple of snaps.
I think he's an insurance policy. I don't think
he might not even play something.
He might even play something. I think he's an insurance policy in case, somebody went down to practice or someone in that magnitude. I don't expect no production from him whatsoever.
Who that nation? Look, don't let Fred have y'all panicking about Sheldon Rankins leaving. Don't get me wrong. We gonna miss him. When I saw him go down, I heard that he tore his Achilles. I was concerned, but then I thought about it. We got Anyamata, we got Tyler Davis, we got Star Wars. Those three dudes is gonna step up big for us on Sunday. I'm telling y'all now.
Price, I have faith. I have
size of a mustard seed. Size of a mustard seed.
Faith.
Look,
the difference is, I prefer him in the game. He can't play, so this is a question mark at this position. It doesn't mean that the way the Rams ran the football Sunday, this is a credit to them. Now they come into New Orleans, because they come into New Orleans, and I think that here's what I'm getting at. I would say this much for the Saints. If the Saints go down 14-0 against this team, we got a different football game. They can't afford to have that kind of stuff. Going down 14-0 against the Eagles, you knew at some point in time the Saints could try to put something together because they're not the Eagles were not the same explosive team that you saw win the Super Bowl. You know that they had some injuries at certain spots. You kind of knew that, okay, the game slowed down a little bit, they can recover. The Rams are a different team. Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods, the tight end Everett, Todd Gurley, Jared Goff is a really good quarterback. You go down 14-0 in this game. This is the difference. This is going to be a hard game to where you can recover 14-0 because the Rams are going to score. I don't think we can hold the Rams to 14 points if we go down the way we did against the Eagles. I don't see how this, not say how we can do this, but this is one of the best offensive teams in the league. When you go down 14 points in a playoff game and this magnitude, and this team got Super Bowl aspirations, and if you're looking at it collectively, I think the defense of the Rams is also better than the defense of the Eagles. And some of the playmakers, and you look at Littleton, you look at the defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald.
Well, I will say this. Far as D-line, I think it's arguable between the Eagles and the Rams. But far as linebacker, dog, the Rams linebackers are bad. They are bad.
I like Corey Littleton.
They're bad. The Eagles linebackers are way better than the Rams linebackers. And that means something in a game like this. Now, the secondary, yes, I'll give it to the Rams.
Yeah.
But
to lead, I wouldn't put Marcus Peters on Mike Thomas by any means. I like Josh Johnson. I like what he can do. I like how he can run around.
LaMarcus Joyner, even though LaMarcus Joyner looked like he was starring in Disappearing X last time we played him. But
right. But what I'm saying is when you look at this team, they have a Super Bowl caliber team. And when you go down 14 points in this environment with this type of team that can score, And they proved they can score, because guess what? We had them down 35 to 7 points the last time we played in the regular season. The people came back. Okay? This is going to be a critical game where we can't afford 14-0 going down early. This team gets going offensively. They start running Ty Gurley. They start getting this guy out in space. And Brandon Cook start getting things going. He start getting Robert Woods open and these out routes that he like to do. Man, this could be a troublesome game. This is going to be a troublesome game. But the Saints, I believe, are the better team. We got a lot going for this team. I think Drew Brees and his offense is on a mission. I think that, again, like you attested to, I like Corey Littleton at the linebacker, but other than that, I have no faith.
This man talking about Corey Littleton.
I have no faith in Mark Barron.
Say that man name again, Corey what?
Littleton.
Littleton. You talking about somebody last name who named Littleton.
Very good player.
Man, this man can't hold Demario Davis jockstrap, man. You talking about some damn Corey Littleton. Man, Mark Ingram will run through his face on Sunday.
We're going to see.
Stop it.
Now,
Talking about some damn.
Now, Mark Barron, I have no faith in him whatsoever.
Stop talking about Corey Littleton. Stop talking about it.
Solid.
He ain't got a shot.
We're going to see.
He bad. He bad. This not Nigel Bradham. Okay?
He's solid. And what I'm getting at is, at the end of the day, this defense, collectively, they have been playing bad, but individually, they got some players. We got to know that defensive player of the year in Aaron Donald. We got to block this guy.
I don't even remember him playing last time we played him.
He played.
He did?
He
did? Did Sue play? Did they play?
They played.
Only person I remember playing is Dante Fowler. Because he was getting pressure. Even though he didn't get a sack, he was getting pressure. I don't even remember Sue and Aaron Donald playing last time we played these people.
They played. Now, did they have a sack? No. But it's a different game.
Different game. You're right.
Different game.
You're right.
It's going to be a big deal, but I think I got my Saints coming up victorious. I got my Saints coming out this winning maybe about 10 points. I got a score. This is going to be an offensive game. I got this game being somewhere around 34-24. Saints coming up victorious. Will Lutz making a couple of key field goals to keep some distance off of the Rams. You know, the Rams going to try to make a little surge, and the Saints come out, kick a little field goal, keep a 10-point separation between them and the Rams. But I got the Saints, Kamara going to be Kamara. Mark Ingram going to those big, heavy yards. Mike Thomas is going to be Mike Thomas. I think he's going to have one of those 150-yard, receiving games again. Ted Ginn is going to have one of those critical first downs. But Keith Kirkwood, man, this guy is a rookie, man, has just stepped up and made key catches. Traquan has the ability. He still has the ability to, get out in space and make a play or two. But Keith Kirkwood has been the guy since he's been activated to the active roster. And don't forget about Ben Watson. Ben Watson can come in and make a third down catch here and there. I think that's Josh Hill. But I think it's going to be too much for the Rams because I think as a whole, they make a play, then after that they go invisible. You can get yards on them. You can attack them. And being in the Orleans, I think that, the Rams offense would just be asking too much to keep up the Saints offense. So I got the Rams losing this game 34-24. And we head to Atlanta.
I appreciate that you gave the Saints, the win in this game, but you just give them people too much goddamn credit. The Rams. You give them too much goddamn credit. I know you was raised this way to have humility and stuff, but let me tell y'all something, bro. I don't think these people on our level. It's the NFC Championship, so I don't expect us to blow them out like that. But I do think we should win this game, like I said last Sunday. And we should have won this game how I said it. I think we win this game by 2 possessions or more. And this is why. Number one, Jared Goff, boy, you're so wet behind the ear. You gonna come into that dome. You thought it was loud when you came last time. Bro, it's gonna be so loud in that dome Sunday. I just don't think you're gonna be able to hear yourself think. I just feel like the moment gonna be too big for you. Y'all like to run this. They like to run this up tempo offense. Herbert come to the line, run plays.
Right.
It's gonna be so loud, you're not gonna be able to communicate.
No.
Y'all what y'all like to do. Y'all like to run that up tempo. I think all that's gonna be messed up because of the Who That Nation in that dome on Sunday. I think McVay. I think he's gonna be well prepared for this game. Don't get me wrong. But at some point, I think not having Cooper Kupp will diminish that offense, and it has diminished that offense.
Yes, it has.
Since he's went down. You talking about some damn Gerald Everett. I don't even know why you brought his name up. Him and Hitby, I don't believe in them dudes. Man, them dudes should be practice squad players. Okay? I'm not worried about them dudes. Now all you really got to worry about is Brandon Cooks and Robert Woods. And don't get me wrong,
I'm not trying to at all downplay Robert Woods and Brandon Cooks, but they don't fear me. They don't fear me. Julio Jones feared me. Odell Beckham fears me. Antonio Brown fears me. Brandon Cooks don't fear me. Robert Woods do not fear me. Are they capable of having good games? Yeah, they're capable. They don't fear me. They not somebody I feel like, look, we got a game plan for them. No. Ty Gurley, arguably the best running back in the league. We haven't given up a 100-yard rusher in 25 straight games. That's a record. God damn it. Put some respect on the Saints defense. Man, we're going to beat these people by 2 possessions on Sunday. And I'm going to tell you something else, a key stat. The Saints are 10-1, and we scored 28 points or more. That one loss came to the Buccaneers in week 1. We scored 28 points or more, cancel Christmas, get ready to start second lining, get ready to go downtown and cut up, get your hotels booked, they cost $500 a night. Put your time in at work. We going to the dome, baby, and the baby is the crib. We going to do it my way and smoke some bill. February 3rd, we gonna hold that Lombardi Trophy up, bro. After this is Super Bowl for us Sunday. This is Super Bowl for us Sunday because guess what? The Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs defense. What? People got a shot to stop the Saints offense in the Super Bowl. So this is our Super Bowl on Sunday against the Rams. This is gonna be the best matchup for us to lose. But I don't see it happening, bro. McVay, boy, you just broke your virginity. What, he 31, 32? Stop it. Jared Goff, boy, you looking like Suberbowl. Jared Goff. Boy, stop. You don't know what you about to get yourself into on Sunday on this dome. Your best player on the field is Ty Gurley. I do not see Ty Gurley beating us. Not the way our defense is playing.
I agree with that part.
And another key stat you need to think about. You talking about some damn Sheldon Rankins. We give y'all a good stat. Without Sheldon Rankins, the Saints give up 10-plus yard rushes 10% in 10% of their plays. Without Sheldon Rankins. 10%. I feel good about going into Sunday without Sheldon Rankins.
Got high hopes for you, man. We gonna see. I think it's gonna be a phenomenal game. I think it's gonna be an outstanding game. This NFC Championship is gonna be prime time. It's box office. The way the Rams can score, the Saints can score. The key contributor factors on both teams' defenses. Who can make the difference in plays? Oh man, Aaron Donald can change a game. Marcus Peters.
He's a gambler.
He's a gambler.
He's a gambler.
Marshawn Lattimore, one of the best corners in the league. Cameron Jordan, best overall defensive end in the league.
You went far by that, but keep going. You went far by saying that, but keep going.
That's overall D. Pass rushing, run stopping.
You going far. Keep going.
Cam Jordan?
He's not the best overall defensive end in the league. Keep going, though. I like your biasness with the Saints. Look, I ain't hating on him. I'm just saying.
Overall D. Pass rushing and rushing and pass.
So he better than J.J. Watt?
I said overall.
He's better than J.J. Watt overall. Stop. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. You got to stop. You ain't got no cup tonight, so I can't say you're drinking bleach. I don't know what's going on with you, Fred. You drunk something before you got here?
No.
Okay.
Cam Jordan likes
Smoke something.
Cam Jordan likes
Somebody laced you up or something?
Okay. No. Not at all. Demario Davis has made an impact on his defense. And when you're looking at all these key contributors, man, the way the Saints are going to play, it's going to be it's box office. The way the Rams can score is box office. Gurley lead the league in touchdowns. Brandon Cooks, an explosive weapon. Robert Woods get through a lot of these out routes. No Cooper Kupp though. That's a big contributor to their offense. It's going to be box office, man. I think the Rams are going to be consistent in trying to make plays and make the scores. I just think when it comes down to it, it's going to come out of situation. And coaching is where it's going to come in to play. Sean Payton has been in this moment before. He's been here before. This is his third NFC Championship game that he's about to coach. And when you're looking at coaching in situational football, this is where the game is going to separate itself. Sean McVay is he's a great offensive mind, but in situation, he's a risk-taker himself. He doesn't play to the situation at hand. He wants to be, young and innovative, and everything needs to, let's go get it.
not understanding the situation. I think that's going to be a factor coming late in that fourth quarter where Sean Payton has been in these moments before. His team and his staff has been in these moments before. They know how to coach a game like this. That's what's going to be a determining factor to me in that fourth quarter. You know, the Rams going to try to be very aggressive, and they're going to have a critical error. Maybe some time management, clock management issue going to be somewhere in the play.
Because of that noise.
Yeah, and this is where they're going to start to have their shortcomings, and the Saints are going to capitalize on these situations. Coming out of the coaching area.
I will say this, dude.
I ain't say Lattimore the best corner in the league. I say he's one of the best.
He's not the best, but Skip Bayless came on and said Marshawn Lattimore's the best corner in the league. Look, I'm a diehard Saints fan. He's not the best corner in the league. He's top 5, but he's not the best corner in the league.
He's one of the best. He's not the best.
I'm not gonna be a prisoner of the moment.
No.
I will say this though. My concern for Sunday is everybody know the reports came out. Andrews Pete been playing with a broke hand, and that explains why he was holding the piss out of the people on Sunday.
Yes.
So I hope he good on Sunday. I don't know what they're gonna do with his hand. I don't know if they're gonna shoot him up with some cortisone. I don't know what they're gonna do. And Teron Armstead, we know he's been dealing with that torn pectoral muscle.
Right.
I hope he's 100% to go.
Right.
If those two are healthy and ready to go, I'm very confident. Now, if those two are had them injuries lingering throughout the game, coming into this game, that could be an issue when you're going to get somebody like Sue, Aaron Donald, Dante Fowler, Brockers. It could be an issue. So that's the only thing I'm concerned about. But the things I've been reading, the reports I've been reading, the stuff that Sean Payton been saying, it sounds like Pete and Armstead gonna be good. Now
Pete had like 3 penalties against him or something.
Yeah, you know how this is in the playoffs. They'll make an injury look like it ain't no injury, just so it don't get a team the other opposing team to know,
right?
Oh, he injured. We gonna go after him.
Yeah.
So hopefully they good.
Right.
And I've been reading all these reports and watching all this stuff. They talking about Talib. Talib ain't played the first time, and it's gonna be different this time. Man, Talib is a grabber. Talib is a physical corner that likes to get his hands on people. Man, if you watch Michael Thomas raw running, I am not concerned about Talib. Do I think he's a solid, pretty good corner in this league? I do. I really do.
Right.
I think he can get away with that against an average or above average receiver. You want to get Michael Thomas. Do you know what this man's Twitter name is? Can't guard Mike. So I'm very confident if they won't get Talib on him and follow him, which they never did that all season.
Right.
Marcus Peters and Talib on the field at the same time, they don't make either one follow.
Right.
The top receiver. They just stay on their respective sides. And with that being said, if that's how it's going to be, Michael Thomas has a big game again. Unless they going to double team him. If you double team him, Drew Brees will find an open man. So, but I will say this. This is a key stat that I researched and I saw. With Talib in the lineup, they're only giving up 17 points a game. With Talib out the lineup, they're giving up 30 points a game.
13-point difference, 2 possessions.
Right. With Talib in the lineup, they only giving up 119 yards passing. With Talib out the lineup, they're giving up 272 yards. Talib hasn't given up a touchdown all season long. So, I can see why these people are saying the things they're saying. But when you're going to get somebody like Drew Brees, Sean Payton, and this offense, and Michael Thomas, can't guard Mike, I'm about to stop calling him Michael Thomas. I'm just going to call him can't guard Mike. Because he's proven he can't be guarded. I'm very confident coming into this game, even with Talib on him. I'm pretty sure they're going to try to take the blueprint from the Dallas game where Byron Jones is on Michael Thomas. But Byron Jones is way more athletic than Talib ever thought about being. So I feel good about coming to this game. Talib, look, I'm pretty sure you're going to get called for about 2 or 3 pass interference calls on Sunday. I'm pretty sure you and Michael Thomas are going to be jaw-jagging each other, but he will win that matchup. And if y'all decide to double team him, that's when Kirkwood, Teddy Ginn, Ben Watson, Kamara out the backfield is going to eat y'all alive.
And I think the other factor that people not taking into consideration, we talking about X's and O's, but we got to talk about X factors. X factor is still Taysom Hill, White Uptown. You get White Uptown in space and make some plays. Man, listen, again, we all talk about X and O's, but listen, talk about X factor. He's an X factor. And that's something that the offense, most teams that don't, you don't understand. This guy comes in and he gets you one of those 5 or 7 yard runs because you don't know if he's going to throw the football. And if he does throw the football, man, don't get it twisted. That touchdown he threw to Kamara was dark. Take away the penalty. That X factor is going to be the factor in this game. White Uptown's going to make a play. And I think I look at the game as if White Uptown comes in here and he makes a play or two.
White Uptown gonna make a couple plays.
If he make a couple plays, you can't score.
He the one got the ball on the 4th down, fake punt.
Yeah. When you get a guy like that making plays, man, listen, that's a factor within all in itself.
My final score for this game, I don't want to be too disrespectful, man, but this is how I really, really feel. I'm that confident in the Saints, bro, and I'm a realist, bro. I'm not saying this because I think, I'm a diehard Saints fan. If the Saints, I feel like they're gonna lose, I'll see it. But I truly feel like we're that much better than the Rams. I think we're that much more experienced than the Rams.
Gotta prove it.
And I think we win this game 31-17.
Oh, so you got 14 points.
31-17.
You think the Saints be holding to 17?
31-17. 31-17.
I got 34-24.
31-17.
You got 31-17.
31-17.
Now, let's talk a little about the AFC. Patriots going to Arrowhead, playing Pat Mahomes. That offense with Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, the running back they have down there now, they replaced Kareem Hunt. Damian Williams. Sammy Watkins healthy, making plays. Do you think the Patriots are going to be enough defensively to slow down that offense and get a win? And Tom Brady makes his ninth Super Bowl appearance. Or do we get the young guy, first year starter, 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards?
I think Kansas City is the best team in this game. I really feel like that. I think that they have more talent. I think they've been playing the best out of the two teams all season. I think Andy Reid, he's not Belichick, but I think he's a really, really good coach in this league. And he's been to the NFC Championship. He's been to a Super Bowl.
Right.
With that being said, I don't know if y'all saw the forecast, but it's supposed to have an Arctic blast on Sunday for this game. They say it's going to be from 10 degrees to below 0. I think that favors New England.
Yeah.
That favors New England. Tom Brady, these guys that played in front, in the snow, a bevy of times in their career. So I think that this favors them. Pat Mahomes, I don't know how he's going to deal with this snow. I don't know how he's going to deal with this cold. That's a concern. And he went to Texas Tech. I don't know I think Pat Mahomes is from Texas.
Yeah, he's from Texas. He's from Texas.
Yeah. So he's not going to be used to this. I know he's playing in Kansas City, but it ain't been this type of cold for them all season long. So that's a concern for me. Now, if Pat Mahomes, if the cold is not a factor into his play, Kansas City should win this game. Damian Williams, this guy that replaced Kareem Hunt and has been playing phenomenal. In the divisional round, he had 129 yards rushing, averaged 5.2 yards a carry. And these people just have so many weapons at their disposal. Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins. They got a lot of different people you got to worry about. And the Patriots defense has been bad.
Yeah.
All year long. I just don't see how they going to stop the Chiefs if the cold is not a factor.
Right.
So that the jury's still out on that.
Correct.
But I ain't going to lie, bro. With the cold being coming into play, and they talking about going to have an Arctic blast, and they saying that it's going to be from 10 degrees to below 0. I got to go with the Patriots. Because the Patriots are the more experienced team when it comes to playing in this type of weather. Belichick been through it. He knows how to prepare for a game like this.
Correct.
Tom Brady's been through this.
Correct.
You remember with the tuck rule against the Raiders. They didn't been through this.
Right.
So that's the only reason I'm taking the Patriots. And I think they ain't going to win, but it's going to be a close one. I think they win this game ugly.
Ugly?
20-17.
That's an ugly game. I think when it comes down to coaching, here's the thing. Bill Belichick has been in these conference championship games, all situations, all type of weather conditions. If I'm going off coaching and coaching alone, it's hard for me to take any AFC coach over Bill Belichick and how he gets his coaching staff and his team prepared. I would never take another AFC coach over him. It doesn't matter if it's injury. It doesn't matter if it's, any other coach in the AFC. I think any situation, I think Bill Belichick is the best coach guy who's going to have his team the most prepared. They showed me that Sunday when they beat the Chargers. To me, they were just, the Anthony Lynn and crew were just, when you go down 35-7, to me, with that kind of team and offensively, to me, at some point in time, you'll just be not coached. Not to say the players are not executing, but at this point in time, this game is getting out of hand. I think they're going to have some situations where, they're going to use the weather as their factor to make Pat Mahomes slow down and do things that he won't be able to do. And it's going to benefit things like the Patriots. It's going to benefit the guys who are detailed football players. Guys like Stephen Gilmore, who's in that system now. Guys like Dante, Hightower going to come in and make plays. Guys like Trey Flowers going to come in and be able to make big plays. The two McQuarrie brothers now in this defense, they're going to come in because the game had to be won in the trenches, and the game had to be won at a first down pace, not an explosive pace. And when your situation has to benefit Bill Belichick, because that's the way he plays football. That's the way he coaches his team. That's how he prepares his team. It's hard for me to see how Kansas City winning this game when these are the conditions. Because Pat Mahomes is an explosive player. Travis Kelce is an explosive player. Tyreek Hill is an explosive player. When you're looking at explosive players, they're not able to win games not being explosive. And you have to win games being manageable, getting first downs. You have to win the game of football a different way. I find it very difficult for them to come out this game victorious somehow, some way. Yeah. And I think that all those things are going to be factors to see how New England creeps this way. And Bill Belichick as a head coach gets to his 9th Super Bowl. Tom Brady gets to his 9th Super Bowl. These are the things that are going to be dominant factors because all those factors benefit the Patriots. When they're not able to be explosive, make these big plays, they got to win the game with 12-yard plays, 15 plays, going 80 yards. Have we seen the Chiefs do that all season long? Not really, because you got explosive players. Sammy Watkins is an explosive player. Can they do those type of drives? That's going to be here to see. And I think that it's going to take them a while to get kind of going. And if this game stays close into the fourth quarter, if it's a 3-possession game, like you have it so far, that's not a benefit to the Chiefs. That's a game that's benefit for the Patriots. And this is how I see the Patriots. They're going to find a way to win the game of that magnitude. I got the Patriots going into Arrowhead, winning 23-20. Close game, come down to coaching, come down to getting first downs, getting it when it matters, using a timeout when it matters, calling a challenge when it matters. All these little factors in football. Special teams will come in and be a fit. Can you punt the ball? Where the ball gonna be landed at? All these small intricate factors. The weather gonna be such a dominant thing.
But you know what I think happens, dude? And the first quarter gonna tell you a lot because I think Andy Reid was as bad as the weather gonna be and how cold it's gonna be. Right. This Arctic blast. Right. I never even heard that before. What is Arctic blast? What is that?
What is that? I don't know.
An avalanche? I don't know. I don't know what that is. But I know that. I know this. 10 degrees to below zero.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in that kind of weather.
I don't.
So I don't know how that's gonna shape up, but I do think Andy Reid gonna do this. I think he gonna go against the grain. I think he gonna come out in that first quarter throwing the ball a lot to see if Pat Mahomes how the ball coming out of his hand.
Right.
Is he accurate? Does he have to still have that same velocity on the ball?
Right.
I think he comes out. Nah, if Pat Mahomes can do that,
he gonna continue. That's it. That's the way they play.
The Chiefs should win the game, but that's a major concern.
Yeah.
So I just don't know, and I gotta go with the Patriots, bro. Now, with that being said, for the Saints' purposes, meeting up in the Super Bowl, I would rather play the Patriots because I think the Saints will have a better chance of beating the Patriots than the Chiefs. And also, I think it would be better for Drew Brees' legacy.
Yes.
To go against somebody like Tom Brady, who has 5 Super Bowls. Now, if Drew Brees beats him, you're 2-0 on the Super Bowl, and who are the 2 people that you beat?
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. TB12. So
in the story, close the book.
Yeah, and you can drop the mic on that.
Drop the mic.
So it would be favorable for the Saints and how bad the Patriots defense been looking.
Yeah.
Which the Chiefs defense ain't no better.
Right.
But I just think the Patriots will be a better favorable matchup for the Saints, and I think it'll be more of a storyline, more a storybook for somebody like Sean Payton too.
Correct.
Think about it.
Him and Bill.
You going against Bill Belichick, who was supposed to be the best NFL head coach in the last 20 years?
Yeah. And you're making your own case as being one of the best coaches in the NFC in the past decade.
Sean Payton and Drew Brees can both submit their legacy if they go against somebody like Tom Brady and Belichick and pull off that win in the Super Bowl.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And I love that. Because now I get to talk buku noise to all these fans. Man, we beat Belichick and Tom Brady. You can't tell me nothing. If you ain't never beat Tom Brady and Belichick in the Super Bowl, don't talk to me. Okay? And I don't know too many Giants fans.
No.
I don't know. I know a few Eagle fans.
Right.
But I don't know too many Giants fans.
But here's the deal. If you're an Eagles fan, you ain't get that much talk because you're 1-1. Let's get the facts straight. You got them before. They beat you.
Yeah.
So
the Falcon fan damn sure been not seen that.
They say nothing.
28-3. Never forget. Never forget.
So, y'all, if y'all out there, who y'all got going to the Super Bowl? I want to read some of your comments. If you think the Patriots are going, if you think the Chiefs are going, if you think the Rams are going, if you think the Saints are going, leave your comments. I think we're going to read your comments throughout the show. But that's just how I look at it. PJ Brown says, RC Blast is a chivalry favor down.
What is it?
At your juice store, 2 for $1.
Oh, that's a dagger?
Yeah. So it's a daiquiri. So we summed it up. It's a daiquiri. It's a hammerhead or something like that.
So what you're saying is Arrowhead giving out 2 for $1 daiquiris to all the fans coming to the game on Sunday.
There it is. There it is.
All right, well, maybe I'm tripping.
Call it a blizzard.
Saying, yeah. The dagger gonna be from 10 to below 0 degrees. God damn it. Who am I?
Who am I? But listen, leave your comments. We'll read your comments out there. Who y'all think is going to represent the AFC? Who's going to represent NFC? Who is headed to the Super Bowl? GSportz picks is the Saints beating the Rams.
31-17.
31-17. I got the Saints 34-24. GSportz got the Patriots beating the Chiefs 20-17. I got the Patriots winning 23-20. So we both have a Saints-Patriots Super Bowl.
Yep.
And trust me, I think that's going to be a great Super Bowl for legacy, topics, storylines.
Yeah.
End of an era. When you talk about these two historic quarterbacks and what they did for the past 20 years of football.
Yeah.
And the winner of that game, man, goes down in history books as arguably one of the best QBs to play the game.
Because think about it. And this is for teaching purposes only. I need to knock on some damn wood. This wood.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. All right. If Tom Brady wins, this man has 6 rings. Six. That's
and 9 appearances.
That's unprecedented.
Unprecedented.
Okay, you won 6 out of 9 Super Bowls.
Unprecedented.
I don't know too many people that's gonna be able to do that in their career.
No.
If Drew Brees wins, you got 2. You 2-0. And you beat Peyton and Tom Brady.
Arguably 2 top 5 at your position in the history.
Sean Payton, you beat somebody like Belichick. Either way, it's so much that adds to a legacy for both parties. You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
And that's what will make that so fire to be a part of and watch and experience.
Here's the biggest picture.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's the biggest suspense part about it. And this is just how I feel about it for me. I have nothing against the generation of quarterbacks that are currently watching, from the Pat Mahomes to the Jared Goff to the Andrew Lucks and to the Carson Wentz. And I have nothing against these guys. I think these guys are going to have excellent NFL careers. Mm-hmm. I don't think those guys are what we watched in Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, and Tom Brady. I don't think they're that caliber. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to submit their own legacy in the sport of football as quarterbacks, but I don't think they will ever be top 5 quarterbacks in the history of this game once it's all said and done. Mm-hmm. These guys are. And the Tom Brady and Peyton Manning rivalry throughout their career has been historic and it's going to be talked about for generations to come. And Drew Brees was on the NFC side. And he finally got a chance to play. If Tom Brady does make the Super Bowl and he makes the Super Bowl, these 2 guys finally got a chance to match up for that. And they're still playing at a high level. I wouldn't say the elite level. They're still playing at a high level.
Nah, that's elite.
Yeah.
Drew Brees up for the damn MVP.
What I'm getting at is...
That's elite.
Yes.
What you saying?
What I'm getting at is Tom Brady hasn't had an elite season this year. He's had a good season, but it's not.
He's had a pretty good season.
It's not the Tom Brady we've seen in seasons past. He's had better seasons. What I'm getting at is these guys are still playing. What I say at a high level, even at for 40, they're still arguably the 2 best quarterbacks in their league. They're not playing when their careers are all flapped out and they looking like rubber arms and they looking bad and the whole team needs to carry them up the field with the stretchers and everything. Peyton Manning, his last season was like, okay, this is over with. These 2 guys are still playing at a high level. And they got a chance to play in the Super Bowl for all the marbles.
man, this is historic. This is box office. This is worth talking about for generations to come. Because I don't think the QBs that are playing currently, I'm not saying that they won't submit their own legacy, but I don't think they're these three guys. These three guys to me are, I don't know if we're going to, this is what we're talking about. When we get to 50s OG, we're talking about Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, and Peyton Manning. Those are the four guys that we're going to be talking about when you're talking about the history of the game. Like, if you go talk to your grandfather, they're talking about Brett Favre, Montana, Elway, Marino. That's who they talking about. My guys, Peyton, Drew, Tom, Aaron. That's the guys I'm talking about. And for Drew Brees to be able to play both of those guys in the Super Bowl, and they both make it, and then Drew Brees gets a chance to win, man, this is box office for my New Orleans Saints, and have that guy have that something done.
Now, the flip side of that, just say the Chiefs do some kind of way pull his win out, okay? I still think it's going to be box office because you got the old against the new.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pat Mahomes, who was supposed to be the next Aaron Rodgers, going against
the new 5,000 yard passer versus the guy who submitted 5,000 yards being a historic thing because he's done it 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, you going against the old against the new. But the only thing about that is Drew Brees and Sean Payton, we win that Super Bowl. I know I probably shouldn't worry about what people gotta say. But I ain't gonna lie. I care about what you gotta say sometimes. I care. I hear all the hate. You know what I'm saying?
It gets to you.
But you know what you people gonna say? They gonna say, man, y'all playing against a freaking quarterback. Well, basically, I mean, I know you said all that. I mean, I know you can't last it, but it's a first year start.
You're playing against the puppy.
Yeah.
You're playing against the puppy.
You playing against Andy Reid. Man, Andy Reid never won no big games. That's what they gonna say if we win. So
you're playing against some puppies.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I'll take it anywhere I can get it.
It's a Super Bowl. You gonna play the Super Bowl?
I'm a Who Dat Nation fan till I die.
Listen, it's a Super Bowl.
Bury me with a Who Dat jersey on me.
You gonna they're playing against some puppies.
You know what I'm saying?
They're playing puppies.
But if you beat the Patriots,
you ain't playing no puppies.
You beat Tom Brady.
You beat Bulldogs.
TB12.
You beat Bulldogs. You beat somebody who beat them.
And Belichick. You can't tell me nothing. I'ma talk stupid for 365 days. Man, block me on social media.
Man,
block me on everything.
My Super Bowls right.
I'ma talk stupid. We're gonna be chop chop, chop chop, choppers up, chop chop, chop chop. We want chop chop. We want chop chop. You ain't gonna look.
There it is.
Look, we gonna cut up. I'm gonna cut up, dog. I'm telling you now. So, you know, I do feel confident either way that we will be holding that Lombardi trophy up. I don't want to sound too cocky, Who Dat Nation. I don't want to count my eggs before they hatch. But you got to speak things into existence. Power of the tongue is powerful. Yes. Okay? And that's how I felt. The same feeling I have now, I had in 09. I had this feeling in 09. It's certain things that be matriculating through the season that you watch, you be like,
you feel it, you embrace it.
This team gonna win it. This team gonna win it.
You
just see it.
Call it on.
You know? And I think something special gonna happen in that dome Sunday, bro. I'm excited. I can't wait. You know, we got. If you're gonna be in the building Sunday, brace some earplugs. It's gonna be that goddamn loud. If you got Saints parties going all over the state, cut up. Sleep wherever you at, cause I know you're gonna have a lot to drink.
Listen,
cut up.
It's gonna be one of those games. But that's our NFC AFC championship matchup. We got the Saints heading to the Super Bowl. We got the Patriots heading against the Super Bowl and it's going to be going down in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And the mayor, get over it. Get over it.
What are they? Keisha Bottoms? What's her name? Keisha Bottoms. Look.
Get over it.
You ain't got no choice. We come and take over your city, whether you like it or not.
Get over it.
We're going to paint the city black and gold, baby.
Get over it.
Black and gold, baby. And look, you might as well just come and embrace it. Come to the game. I hope Gail Benson got a suite for you. Put your favorite drink. I don't know if you like Chardonnay, if you like, you know, Merlot, if you like Sweet Red. I don't know what you like. You like Lime Margaritas. I don't know. But put a nice little drink selection in a suite. I don't know what kind of food you like. We might bring some man chews from down here. Put some warmers to make it hot. Bring some gumbo. Cause Keisha Bottoms, I think, where's she from? She from Atlanta?
She better be.
I don't know where she from, because y'all can't cook no gumbo down in Atlanta. You sure can't cut no hair. That's why you got Louisiana people down there cutting up. But that's neither here nor there. But we will take care of you. We got hospitality down here in Louisiana, okay? Keisha Bottoms.
Don't talk stupid. Now you try to come and backpedal.
Yeah, listen.
Just like Marcus Peter talking about, oh, it was a joke. No, you meant that.
No, you meant that.
You don't want us down there. Because we going to cut up and we going to be ignorant with it. We're going to be second line all through y'all city. So just embrace it. Gail Benson going to get your little suite together. We're going to put your nice little drink selection in there. Bring your little boo, your little whoever you got in the suite.
And enjoy your moment.
And enjoy the moment and watch greatness.
You know what's going to happen?
Watch greatness.
Your second line in the Mercedes-Benz.
I'm telling you now.
It's going down.
I'm telling you.
It's going down.
It's
going down.
Excited. It's going down. Goosebumps all over.
Yeah, it is. Look, it's going down. Now, we got to move on. We got to talk more sports, more football, more what's going around the league. We got Antonio Brown. AB. We ain't talking about Adrian Brown. We're talking about the real AB. Even though he fights this Sunday.
He acting like goddamn Adrian Broner. Goddamn prima donnas.
Acting like is he acting like Adrian Broner?
Man. You know what my problem with Antonio Brown is, bro? Is, I understand that you're arguably the best receiver in the league, even though I would take Julio over him. That's just me. Depending on who you're talking to, they're gonna probably say Antonio Brown, but I'm taking Julio. I think he's more of a complete receiver. He's more my type of receiver.
I don't think you have a wrong answer, but that's who you choose. I probably choose AB. Nothing wrong with that.
With that being said, you just do way too damn much, man.
Yeah.
You let everybody in your business. You go lie way too damn much. All on social media. Everything that happened, you gotta go to social media. Man.
It's just shit snaps. Snaps off the chain. Same way. He the same way.
Come on.
Yeah, he bad.
And I don't even follow him on Snap.
I follow him.
But you don't gotta do all that, bro. The only thing that you getting out of this is you marketing yourself. Okay? You becoming a brand. Okay? Because my mama even know who you are now. Yeah. Because you've been doing so much in the media. You know what I'm saying? But it's not good for your NFL brand far as a team that you own.
Correct.
Because none of your teammates in Pittsburgh like you. Everybody say you're a prima donna. Wherever you signed to, and I know Jerry Rice came out and said he wanted with the 49ers. You know why? Because Jerry Rice is a prima donna. That's why he's saying that. He liked everything that Antonio Brown doing.
Right.
Okay? But if you go to the 49ers, baby, you're going to be a shell of yourself. Because that will not fit you. And I know Kyle Shanahan is probably saying to himself, look, I'm going to do you how I did Julio when I was in Atlanta and things of that nature. But, baby, the 49ers are bad. Okay?
Yes.
They don't have the pieces to put around you to make you catch 130 balls and 1,400 yards and 14 touchdowns, okay? It ain't gonna happen. You better humble yourself because God, I say this on Twitter.
Yeah.
You better humble yourself because God has some ways of bringing you back down. And I just think you on your high horse right now. You think you can't be touched. You think you're invincible. You think you the best thing since sliced bread.
Here's the thing,
you better humble yourself. You better humble yourself. But before I stop what I'm saying and let you go, if I'm the Steelers, if I'm Rooney, then Rooney called him about 4 or 5 times. He ain't returning the man phone calls. Rooney ain't do you nothing. That's the owner of the team. Right. You at least could answer the phone for Rooney. I can see if Tomlin was calling you. I can see the little beef between you and Tomlin and Ben Roethlisberger. But Rooney ain't calling you. This man signed your paychecks.
Yeah, it's the facts.
Answer the phone for the man. That's just disrespect, in my opinion. Rooney is one of the most respected owners in the NFL. You can answer the phone for the man. Even though you might not agree with what's going on in-house, you can answer the phone for the Rooneys, okay? Right. But if I'm the Rooneys, I'm trading him tomorrow. And guess what? I think somewhere you need to trade him to. You don't need to trade him in the AFC because you don't have to meet up with this nigga. You don't have to meet up with him.
Right.
You trade him somewhere in the NFC. And I don't think the 49ers is the spot for him to go. I think you trade him to the Packers, baby. You trade him to the Packers and give Aaron Rodgers the weapon he been needing. Okay? I think that'd be a great spot for him. Trade him to the Packers, and I think the Packers probably give up a first-round pick for you. And now I think that's equivalent.
Same around the Cowboys too.
I think a first-round pick. I feel like that's enough.
But I don't disagree with that. The thing is, it's always about cap space. And again, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Packers got cap space.
They got some. They got some cap space. But the question is, they got other needs too. And
receiver is one of them.
Yeah, but
receiver is one of them.
Yeah, there's one of them.
You know, now they probably need a running back more than a receiver.
Right.
But if you got a chance to get Antonio Brown, you got to get him.
I'm not disagreeing with that. But again, you looking at if you're a GM of a team or you're a guy who's a head of a front office, you think about all the other positions as much as well, and you think about allocation and how much you're going to allocate to a position. And as much as the Packers are saying they need a receiver, they can use a guy like Antonio Brown. They're always looking at, I got a guy of Aaron Rodgers, and I drafted some guys, and if I can fill other holes, I'm going to fill other holes because I got a bad man in number 12. AB, I think the problem I see as a fan when I watch things and I see you do, certain things should not distract you. If you're gonna be the premier guy at the position of NFL, you're the premier guy, you're the premier receiver in the league. Every time somebody says something about you, it doesn't require a comment. It doesn't require you going to Twitter or you going to the Snap, or you going to Facebook or IG and going live. Listen, bro, people gonna say something about you because you're the focus. This is the off season for you now. You're not playing. You're in the off season. So anything that somebody says about you was going between you and the Steelers, blah blah blah. You don't have to go jump to a self-defense of your damn self. At some point in time, you're becoming a brand. But what's also happening is indirectly, you're becoming a commodity. And you don't want to look like a commodity when you're trying to create a brand. You see what I'm saying? Because you could go into a bad situation. And when you get into a bad situation, like you just said, them 100-something plus catches, them 1,200-something yard plus yards, them 13, 14, that's not going to happen for you in those situations. Now you're starting to become a commodity. The situation you don't see the stats, you don't see the numbers. You get released, you go on the market, you're trying to find a job, and you find a way to humble yourself. Man, calm down, stop saying anything about anything somebody talk about you, let that be. When you become the high prolific guy at your position, you ain't got nothing to say. You already know that you have an idea that you're still branding yourself for 31 other teams, and what you need to also be branding the fact that you're not distracting.
He's definitely a distraction.
And that's the problem.
Yeah. I was done with Antonio Brown when he went live in the locker room. Bruh. Mike Tomlin is giving his speech. The television cameras are out of the locker room. This is a private moment. You go live and let everybody hear what Mike Tomlin got to say. You was out of line. And he don't think he was wrong for that. No. I don't even think he apologized for that.
He don't even think nothing wrong with it.
You know what I'm saying? And just like, and I got to commend Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark came on and said it on ESPN, and he got a lot of flack for it from some people that saying he's a sellout and all this.
Not for me.
That's his job. He telling what he saw when he was with the Steelers. He said it. He said, man, y'all better not get this man no money. You give him some money, you gonna get a prima donna, and that's what you're seeing.
That's what you're seeing. And that's when you start to become, to some degree, even though if you're a performer on Sundays, if you're a team that's trying to especially if you have a young team, you don't want a guy of that caliber around young players. And if you got an old veteran team and so on and so forth, then hey, so be it, But when you got a young team, young pieces in a situation, you don't want that around your team. You just don't. And you're also turning yourself off to you're turning yourself off from branding yourself to good situations. Somebody want to trade for you, man. Listen, I'm one player away. I'm one piece away. Man, I need an Antonio Brown. You don't want to be that guy. You don't have to respond to every time somebody going publicly when Bruce Aaron says something about you. You gotta respond to that shit. I know. I think Emmanuel Sanders tried to come to some defense of him. Listen, you ain't gotta always say nothing. Every time somebody got something to say about you publicly, you gotta go defend yourself. Man, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Go out there. Go in your off-season workouts. Perform. You gonna let the agent handle your business and try to put you in the best situation out of Pittsburgh, and let that be, and let that chapter be closed, and go out there and play football. You just need to make sure that your situation is the best situation for Antonio Brown and the teammates in the locker room that you're going into.
Right.
I'm tired of hearing this. That's not what. Because see, at some point in time, when people compensate you $15+ million, they also expect some level of leadership. They expect that out of you in your position. Right now, this is what you're not acting like. You're acting like it's still all about AB, and you're acting like the other AB, Adrian Brown. You're acting like that guy. Don't be that guy. And that's all I gotta say about AB. He tripping. And the second you see a decline, that's when they're gonna start roasting. The roasters coming. The second that you get a 50-yard year, 600 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Oh yeah, they coming. He ain't like that. He won't do this. The situation, the Pittsburgh, they're gonna crucify you. Don't become. That's when you start becoming that commodity. And when you become that guy, you don't see guys like Julio Jones, Larry Fitzgerald act like that.
Right.
There are other premier receivers. You didn't see Calvin Johnson act that way.
Right.
Guys like Ocho Cinco acted that way. You saw what happened when he went to New England. He only had 15 catches that year. Well, he got roasted. He wasn't a guy. He was a premier receiver in the league. Went to New England, out of Cincinnati, and he can adjust. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. That's what I'm gonna leave at Antonio Brown there. And we gonna kind of shift gears.
There you go.
Still staying in the NFL. We're gonna just touch on bases on some of the best free agent signings, some of the worst free agent signings in the NFL. 2018, some guys got paid, and teams got value. GSportz, they got value for what they signed, and some guys also got paid. And let me tell you something, they flopped. They're bad. They're bad.com. There was Charles Barkley of Turf. What are some of you guys you think were best free agent signings of 2018, and what's some of the worst free agent signings of 2019 you see?
I'm gonna go with the worst free agent signings first. The first one I gotta go with Vontae Davis. Vontae Davis, bro.
You're bad.
You stole some money this year.
You're bad.
You signed that 1 year deal for $5 million. You played one goddamn game. Not even a whole goddamn game. You played half a game. You quit at halftime.
You're bad.
Then you got $5 million sitting in your account. That was just bad.com for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
My next one is Cody Parkey.
You're bad, Cody.
The Bears, when they signed you to 4 years, $15 million. Boy, you had 7 missed field goals this year. 3 missed extra points. 3 of your field goals that you missed was under 40 yards. And you missed the field goal to put your team in the divisional playoffs.
You're bad.
You're bad. And the thing about it, you got 3 years left on your deal. So them people got to pay you this money. Ryan Pace, look, I don't know what you was thinking when you signed in from Miami, but this was a bad signing. This man Carshaw from moving on in the playoffs. So Cody Parkey was one of the worst free agent signings of this past summer. Jimmy Graham, 3 years, $30 million. He had 55 catches, 636 yards, only 2 touchdowns. You know, I watched about 4 or 5 Packer games this year, and they tried to do things like what the Saints did. Throw the fade ball to him, couldn't come down with it. He's not the same Jimmy Graham he was when he was with the Saints. I don't know if it's father time. I don't know what it is, if he had lingering injuries, but he's not the same. 2 touchdowns, that's not enough production for Jimmy Graham. Not enough production for somebody you giving $30 million for 3 years. My next one is Malcolm Butler.
Ooh.
For the Titans. Titans. People gave you 5 years, $61 million. I'm so glad
we didn't
the Saints
didn't trade for you.
And trade that first round pick for this dude. Boy, you got torched this year.
You're bad.
Boy, you was bad. My son could have beat you one-on-one. My son could have free released off you anytime he wanted. That's how bad you was this year. Your feet bad. It's too heavy or something. I don't know what's going on with you. But Malcolm Butler was terrible this year. That was a terrible signing. I know the Titans are regretting that. Now, my best free agent signings.
Yeah.
I got 3 people. Number 1, I got to go with the Who That Nation, baby. DeMario Davis. We signed this man to 3 years, $24 million. I don't know how we got him for the low like that.
For the low.
But Mickey Loomis, you did something. I don't know how you pulled it off. Because this man led the NFL in tackles last year with 135. And we got this man for a 3-year deal, $24 million.
Solid.
That's a steal.
Solid.
He finished this season with 83 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, and 5 sacks.
Right.
Now, I think he would have had over 100 tackles this year if we would have had him at the mic all year long.
Right.
You see, when we moved him to the mic and took Teo out the lineup,
things changed.
He started flourishing more.
Things changed.
But he's been having a great year. I love what DeMario Davis did. I think that's a steal. I think he solidified our linebacking core when we signed him. Right. I think this is the equivalent to when we got Vilma.
Yes.
When Sean Payton first got him. Tyrann Mathieu, 1 year, $7 million. Boy, you had a great year. 89 tackles, 5 tackles for losses, 2 interceptions. I think he had like 8 pass defense on the season. And they used him all over the field. They had him at safety, corner, slot. They used him a lot. I think he's going to get some money this summer. He's going to be a free agent. I would love to see the Saints sign him. You know? But I think Von Bell.
We got $17 million.
Von Bell and Kurt Coleman, I think
they played pretty good
Not
this
only
year.
that, but you got to think about the fact that Mike Thomas ain't coming back for $1.3 million next year.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
that's just keep it a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. So, but Tom Matthew had a phenomenal year. I hope he get his money in the offseason.
Yeah.
Eric Ebron. This might be
The best one.
the free agent of the year.
Yeah, of the year.
Okay?
Of the year.
Well, he was a laughing stock in Detroit. He led the league in drops. I mean, it looked like you had bricks on your hands. You signed for 2 years, $15 million. I don't know how your agent pulled that off. But
You got paid.
you got paid a little money.
Right.
But you finished this season with 66 receptions, 750 yards, 13 touchdowns, only 5 drops. Eric Ebron, you had a phenomenal year. I don't know if it was because Frank Wright or a combination of Frank Wright and Andrew Luck, but you had a great year.
Whatever it was, you had outstanding.
And I promise you gonna get your money. I'm pretty sure. I know you signed for 2 years, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna give him an extension after the kind of season you had. 13 touchdowns. That's hella production. I think last year he only had 4.
Yes.
And so you doubled that and then some.
You tripled.
You know what I'm saying? So Eric Ebron, that's that's why I'm around out with my best free agent signings of the summer. I think he had a great year.
Man, listen, I'm gonna name you 2 bad deals in 2018. These 2 got me by far one of the 2 worst. I'm gonna start off with number 2. Paul Richardson. He signed a 4-year deal, $40 million to the Redskins, coming over from Seattle. These people were looking for you to be a number 2 receiver.
But not to cut you off, but Alex Smith got hurt. So
don't disagree with that. Had a lot of quarterback problems down there.
Yeah,
a lot of quarterback problems.
Colt McCoy.
Then we had Buck Fumble. Then we got Josh Johnson. I mean, he got bad.
So
he got bad.
How much is that at Paul Richardson's fault?
Well, even with Alex
and
Smith,
Alex Smith ain't no,
he's not the.
He's above average.
He's above average. But again, when you get paid $10 million a year, even then, I think he had like 25, 30 catches. He didn't have enough catches. He didn't have that many yards. Now, granted, inconsistency at quarterback. So it's still here to be seen. But I think $40 million. I think he got a little more production out. But here's the worst one of all. Here's the worst one. And any write it down, take a picture. The Cardinals, you're bad. You gave Sam Bradford a 1-year deal, $20 million. And I don't know if he played to week 2. You're bad.
Injury prone all his career.
Injury prone all career long. You paid the man $20 million.
He stole a lot of money from the NFL.
He been robbing the league blind. And he been robbing more than Jay Cutler. He robbed y'all blind. That got to be by far the worst free agent signing all season long. 1 year, $20 million, and you got nothing. You just pissed down. I'm gonna just go with $20 million. Make this guy rich again, all over again. Yeah. This guy hasn't had a.
Whoever Sam Bradford agent is
one of the best in the history.
I gotta look that up.
Yeah.
I should look that up before the show.
Yeah.
Because he got Sam Bradford paid.
Yeah, you're the guy.
You got him paid in Philly.
Yeah, you're the guy.
Kept getting him paid.
Got paid in Minnesota. You're getting paid all through and through. Yeah. Great free agent signings. DeMario Davis, on the 3-year deal, $24 million. Man, you cannot get around the fact that DeMario Davis has been one of the best free agent signings out there. It's rock solid for a guy who led the league in tackles the previous year, for the Saints to bring that guy and be a cornerstone of that defense, and the production that you've seen from that type of guy. Man, you can't argue with that. The Saints re-signed Drew Brees. I know it's not a big key factor, but the 2-year deal they re-signed for Drew Brees for it, and Drew Brees come back this season here, leading the league in completion percentage again with another NFL record. Almost hit 4,000 yards. Always maybe 7 yards away from 4,000.
I wish he would have got that.
I wish if the last game of the season mattered, he would have had it. We talking about a guy has the touchdown and interception ratio was just by far one of the best in his career. Great free agent signing for that team. Another key free agent signing was the center for the Chargers. I think it's Maurice Pouncey.
Oh yeah,
Pouncey.
Yeah,
Pouncey.
Yeah. He solidified the offensive line.
2-year deal, $15 million. Man, heck of a signing.
And he probably would have got more money than that if he didn't have all them injuries.
If he didn't have the injuries coming in from Miami, man, and Mike Pouncey. It's not it's Mike Pouncey, but
the brother.
Yeah. The brother. Man, that's my third real big signing of NFL free agency. Mike Pouncey, if he didn't have all the significant injuries coming out of, Miami, I think he could have really got a big deal. But man, he really shored up that offensive line of the San Diego Chargers. He's a big contributing factor why that team won the 11 games this year. So underrated. So, people don't want to look at the offensive line and think, in the trenches, we all want to look at the quarterbacks and the skillful players, the receivers and the running backs and the tight ends and what they can do. But man, what he did for the Chargers offensive line. Gave Phillip Rivers some consistency, calling a line adjustment, calling snaps. Man, to me, when you can get an athletic center of that caliber, and you don't have to pay him $10+ million a year, 2 years, $15 million deal. To me, those are my big key free agent signings in the NFL. The two bad ones to me were Paul Richardson and Sam Bradford's the worst one of all. He's bad, but Demario Davis, Drew Brees back, Eric Ebron, and Mike Pouncey of the San Diego Chargers. That's my big winners, big losers of NFL phrase. My winners and your losers are there. You want to stay in college football right quick before we talk about the NBA. And people who already know, the young man who won the Heisman Trophy again, Kyler Murray, decides to forfeit his contract with the Oakland A's and now pursue the NFL draft. A lot of talk about Kyler Murray, him being in this draft. A lot of speculation of him going to be able to affect first round. Him being one of the top QBs in this draft. Why do you now put Kyler Murray putting baseball on hold, I would say. Coming over to the NFL draft and say, man, listen, I'm officially, I'm in this draft class. What effect he's going to have on this draft class for 2019?
I think the whole reason why Kyler Murray entered the draft is because the statement that Cliff Kingsbury made on October 28th when they interviewed him, when he was still the head coach at Texas Tech. He said, and I'm paraphrasing, that if he had a chance to pick Kyler Murray at 1, he would take it.
He would take it.
So I think that, Kyler Murray and his people in his camp, they reached out to Kingsbury. They had a meeting. And Kingsbury told him, look, if you go test well and you still look how I think you looked in college, I'm going to pick you at 1. And that's why Kyler Murray entered the draft. Don't think Kyler Murray's a smart guy. His daddy is smart. His daddy is a Hall of Famer in college and set all kind of records at Texas A&M. They got money.
Yeah.
They got money. Loaded. Loaded. Okay?
So you think this is a good business decision for Kyler Murray?
Yeah, because, people talking about he passing up. How many $1 million he passing up?
I think it's like $8 million.
Yeah, he passing up like $8 million with the A's, man.
He makes more money at the NFL level for the first 4 years than he'll make in baseball.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Nah. He would make more money over the length of his career in baseball. But
the first 4 years he'll make it to pro level.
Man, Kyler Murray not tripping off that, man. He come from money. His people got money. The people got stairs in their house to do like this.
You're loaded.
They're loaded. Okay? Loaded. Okay. With that being said, I think that they would have never made this decision if Kingsbury didn't let them know, I will take you at 1. Okay? That's the whole reason why he coming out. If he didn't think he was going 1, or at least in that top 5, Kyler Murray would be going to swing that bat. Okay? I think this is great for him because I've been watching Kyler Murray since he was in the 9th grade at Allen High School in Dallas, Texas. Okay? I got a relative that went to Allen High School with him, graduated with him. So that's how I knew about Kyler Murray since he was since he was in the 8th grade. I got a relative that told me, they said, man, look, G, man, he got this kid, he's small, but bro, he's special. And I respect the relative that told me that. I respect his football mind.
Right.
He's like, bro, he gonna be special, I'm telling you now. And he was. He went through high school, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade year, won 4 state championships, only lost 1 game. They said he was too small to go to college and do what he did. Went to A&M, transferred to Oklahoma, did better, regardless of what y'all want to say, had a better year than Baker Mayfield. Ran that offense better than Baker Mayfield. Completion percentage was 71.9. Lincoln Riley, he didn't want to come out and really say it, But if you read between the line when you listen to Lincoln Riley, you can tell he thinks Kyler Murray is a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield. Okay? And if you watch
wise at the collegiate level, Kyler Murray was better.
And if you watch the two, Baker Mayfield was good, but Kyler Murray was different. This dude could throw the ball. I know he's sitting at 5'9", probably 170 pounds, soaking wet, but this kid is special. He has that it factor. He's a winner. He's a competitor. I believe in him. If I'm Kingsbury, because you know how I feel about Dwayne Haskins from Ohio State. This guy ain't no first-round pick talent to me. This is not a quarterback-driven draft.
Now, do you understand that Dwayne Haskins threw for 50 touchdowns in college football?
I don't give a damn.
There's 4 QBs in the history of college football who did that.
I don't give a damn. Dwayne Haskins is a good quarterback. I'm not picking. Now, I'll pick him in the latter part of the first round. I'll pick him in the 20s.
Okay.
I'll pick him in the top 15, top 10. I'm sorry. He's not that good to me. I think he's a serious project. Kyler Murray, I would pick him that early. I don't give a damn if he's 5'9". And I think.
So what you do with Rosen?
You got to trade him. You got to trade him.
Send him to New York?
I mean, I know they talking about trading him to New York for Odell Beckham. That ain't gonna happen.
Not for Odell. Just send him to New York. Just send him to New York.
You're not gonna. That's not
gonna happen. Trade no damn Josh Rosen for no damn OBJ.
You got to trade him. You might trade him to Jacksonville.
Yeah, could be a fit.
You know, but I think that you got to get rid of Josh Rosen, bring Kyler Murray, and I think Kyler Murray could be a really good quarterback in this NFL. I really believe in this kid, man. If you listen to this kid, you talk to this kid. I've had conversations with this kid. I've had the luxury of being around this kid and his family, right, and talking to him and seeing how his mind works and understanding his thought process when it comes to the game of football. This kid is a film junkie. He's a relentless worker. I believe in him. I think he can go to the NFL and be a good quarterback and prove all the doubters wrong. Everybody been saying this since he was in middle school. You're too small. You ain't able to do that when you get to high school. One day and won 4 state championships and 6'8" in Texas. This is the best of the best. This is one of the best football states in a nation. Mm-hmm. Okay? He did that. Oh, you did that in high school. You ain't able to go to college and do that. Went to A&M. They try to play him. He was like, all right, y'all want to try to play? I'm going to show y'all. Travel to Oklahoma. Heisman Trophy winner. Mm-hmm. And I think he goes to the NFL. And if Kingsbury love him the way he say he love him, I think he's going to put Kyler Murray in good situations to be successful on the NFL level. I just hope that with the Cardinals,
Kingsbury would be taking a big risk if he drafted a Kyler Murray first overall, and that didn't work out.
And that's a risk I'm willing to take because it's not a quarterback-driven draft. Dwayne Haskins, I'm sorry. That's not the answer. Because who you going to take at 1? Who you going to take at 1?
Nick Bosa.
No. Their defense is not the problem. They average 12 points a game this year? You need production on offense, and preferably from the quarterback position. I'm drafting Kyler Murray. I think it was a great decision. And guess what? Even if football don't work out, he can always go back to baseball.
Yeah.
But
Kingsbury got a job. Because if you draft him,
Kingsbury shouldn't even have his job in the first place. But he has it. So that's what it is. That's what it is. Whatever. He is a quarterback. Type of quarterback, quarterback coach, and he's supposed to be an offensive guru, but
we're going to see.
I think that Kyler Murray could really be successful on the next level. I believe in him. I'm drafting number 1.
Only because the Cardinals had the pick, it makes logic sense because of who they got as a head coach. I think that's not the pick and he's not the coach. I mean, if he's not the coach, then I think that you can't make that pick. Because he's the coach and he has that pick and he says that's what he would do, I get it. I still think that he's a guy that needs a great defense and he's a guy that needs an excellent, you do have what I would call a franchise running back in David Johnson, but that defense is still, do I think it's a top 10 defense? It can, but Patrick Peterson is still a good football player, Pro Bowl caliber player. Chandler Jones is still a pass rusher. You can get to the quarterback, do some different things.
Still got Reddick.
You still got Buchanan, the safety. They got a good defense.
I like the defense. I like the defense. I really do. I don't know who Kingsbury signed as his D coordinator or if he signed somebody.
He brought in
or he hired somebody.
He hired he did. I don't know if it's Vance Joseph. Or
I think it might be Vance Joseph.
I think it's Vance Joseph.
It might be Vance Joseph.
I think it's Vance Joseph. I think he brought in Vance Joseph. I think he brought in a defensive guy because I think a lot of the coaches who got hired, I was like, man, they don't bring a good DC. Yeah. They got a shot in hell last 2 years. Yeah. Adam Gase is still, he showed the whole world why he a bad decision in the fucking press conference. It took 0 minutes to realize that Adam Gase is fucking lost.
Yeah. Adam Gase is on pills and drugs. Okay, let's put it out there.
Put it out there.
Okay, and then he came on Dan Levitar's show, and they were talking about the Mimi. He talking about he ain't never hit nobody. He never watched it. Plus, stop your lying, boy. You're lying through his damn teeth, boy. You look bad in that press conference. And if I'm the owner of the Jets, I might have like terminated his contract on site. He looked that bad.
He looked at.
I don't know. He was on pills. He was on pills. He was on pills. Something. He was on something.
Sorry, everybody. Look, we're going to come back and do this in an hour. We're going to get the fuck out of here. Go ahead, cut you.
He was bad. He signed Greg Williams as D coordinator. That was a good decision. But he was terrible in that press conference. He talking about you don't win games on TV. You don't win games in a press conference.
Well, you're in New York.
What people eat your life.
Yeah, you're in New York.
But I said from the get-go, I don't know why Adam Gase was a hot commodity.
Me neither.
I don't know why. That goes to show you. If that was I hate to pull a race card, but if that was a black coach,
no, it would have happened.
It would have never happened.
First of all, let's get something clear. And this is how I feel about NFL head coaches, and I'm gonna just put this on the record. First and foremost, let's get the facts straight. For me, for a lot of these for a lot of these guys like Adam Gase to get a job at Cliff Kingsbury and Mike McCarthy don't have a job right now is beyond freaking me. It's beyond me.
Nah, they say Mike McCarthy was very selective. Like I think the Browns and maybe one other team.
The Browns, you're bad. You promoted your offensive coordinator. You're bad. You're bad. Between him and McCarthy, it's a slam dunk. Give McCarthy what he needs.
I understand a little bit why they hired the offensive coordinator because Baker Mayfield and him have a chemistry, and they did take strides and shit. So it's like you don't want to mess the development up of your quarterback. So I get it.
Right.
But what you do is you bring a solidified head coach like Mike McCarthy. You keep your OC. You tell McCarthy, we're gonna hire you. We're gonna keep him.
Right. Yeah.
If you don't want to take him, we can't hire.
We can't hire you.
Now that might have happened. I don't know, but I wouldn't have fired the offensive coordinator. I wouldn't have because that office did take strides. And you could tell Baker Mayfield did take a liking to the offensive coordinator, and that office did look good after they got rid of Hugh Jackson.
Right. I 100% agree. The numbers supportive. What you mean? Let's get something flat straight. Baker Mayfield ties the record for most touchdowns for a rookie quarterback. We start 16 games. So the total NFL season, 27. That's the record. Him and Peyton Manning on that. Let's get it clear. So the numbers support that the production was there. But Kyler Murray going first overall, Cardinals. Because it's Cliff Kingsbury, I can understand why you make the decision and you go forward. And obviously, both of their careers are on the line. They're tied at the hip. You successful, I'm successful. When you ain't successful, they gonna get you out of here, and I'm gonna get fired. I get it. But I will say this much here though, and we're gonna shift gears into this. What a testament to a guy if Kyler Murray does go first overall, Lincoln Riley. Man, you got 2 first overall pick at quarterbacks. You just got to transfer in from Alabama and Jalen Hurts.
Which I don't know why people making a big deal about Jalen Hurts transferring to Oklahoma. Boy,
he's a graduate.
He's not gonna help Oklahoma like that. He's not a efficient passer. I think that is an insurance policy. If Jalen Hurts is the starting quarterback when the fall comes for Oklahoma, I would be very shocked.
Yeah, because didn't they sign a guy as a 5-star quarterback?
Yeah. And he felt played because he said Lincoln Riley told me they wouldn't take no transfer quarterbacks.
Right. But here goes to say what I'm getting at is if Kyler Murray goes first overall, Lincoln Riley will have 2 guys who went first overall at that position who started each and every 2 different seasons. If Lincoln Riley has another Heisman Trophy winner at quarterback, I'm here to tell y'all right now, that would be Lincoln Riley's last season in Oklahoma. Because here's the facts. They ain't an NFL coach like the Dallas Cowboys or Dan Snyder over there in Washington that won't offer this guy enough money.
Right.
To tell him, oh, you're coming from me. You're going to be coaching my team. If you think for 2 seconds that Jerry Jones is paying attention to what's going over there right across that border in Texas, right between that Red River, and saying to myself, okay, no indeed. I need somebody to develop Dak Prescott. And this guy got maybe potentially 3 Heisman Trophy runs in a row. Oh no. Jason Gary, out of here. I'm going to get that kid. They ain't a check that Jerry Jones can't write.
Right.
They ain't a check that Dan Snyder can't write. And that's how you got to look at that situation. If he can get another Heisman Trophy winner out of that situation, last time you see him at Oklahoma. And that's just the facts. But you got Kyler Murray going first overall. I don't, but I do think he's a second-round pick. I think if you're a team and you're on the board and you got a great defense.
I don't think he would have declared if he thought he was going second round. I think Kingsbury told him and his people in his camp, his agent and his daddy, look, I'm going to take him one. As long as he tests how I think he's going to test.
He got to go to the combine. He got to do his pro day. He still has to do things of that nature. If he can test for it, then they're probably going to do it. I don't disagree with that for them because of who the coach is. They're tired. They're going to be tired at the hip. I would make the decision if I'm a GM, but I get it for this team and this organization. They need somebody at that position, and I don't think Rosen was the guy.
And I think the owner for the Cardinals are looking at this too. You draft somebody like Kyler Murray, that's going to increase ticket sales.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray is somebody exciting that people want to watch play. Okay.
Yeah. So, let's not disagree with that point. He is a
PR move.
He's a revenue generator. I want to disagree with that. He's a revenue generating guy. But we're gonna shift gears a little bit. I got to talk a little NBA. Got to get this NBA conversation going.
Finish the show off like this.
Yeah, finish the show off like this. James Harden now, for people who've been watching the NBA, more than half of the NBA season games over. He's been on a tear. James Harden has, in the past, I think it's the past 20 games, he's averaged over 40 points. Here's the question we got for everybody tuning in. Locked in. Is James Harden the best scorer of his generation of basketball players? Or is he the better question is he the best player in the NBA today? Now, granted, LeBron has not.
Why you say LeBron? LeBron not a better scorer than Kevin Durant. All Steph Curry.
No, I agree with that.
All Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, Kyrie is the best scorer.
So LeBron probably the.
I'm talking about best overall player.
Okay, say that.
Right.
Then.
Right.
But I don't think we should be talking about best overall player because James Harden is not a two-way player. James Harden is a scorer. And he's a playmaker.
Right.
He's not at all locked in defensively. I mean, my son could run back door on him and get a layup. Okay, so we shouldn't be talking about overall player. But for scoring the ball, I think that he's arguably the best scorer. I still think Kevin Durant and Steph Curry and Kyrie Irving has to be in that category with him. But he's been on the tip. And I think that what people got to realize is with Eric Gordon being out, Chris Paul being out, James Harden is having more opportunities.
Correct.
To showcase what he can do and get a lot of shots up and score these kind of points.
Correct.
Just think if Kevin Durant was on a team like this. Kevin Durant probably be doing the same thing. Just think if Steph Curry was on a team like this. He'll probably be doing the same thing. Just think if Kyrie Irving was on a team like this. He probably would be doing the same thing. So James Harden is taking advantage of his situation. Right. Okay? And that's no knock to him. He's a very good scorer. And he's showing it. I mean, he's putting up 50 points, 40 points. But the thing
back-to-back 50-point games.
The thing that's been most impressive about him scoring the ball, he's been getting assists. He's had a lot of games where he's had.
I think these past 2 games, though. He ain't get one yet.
Well, last night he had 6 assists.
He did?
Yes, he had 50 points. He had 58 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. So, now the game before that, I think he was like 1, maybe 0. I can't remember, but James Harden is a willing passer.
We know he's a distributor.
I don't consider James Harden as a ball hog type of superstar. He does get his team involved. He's a phenomenal passer. I love the way he passes the ball. Yeah. But when we talk about overall player, he should not be in the conversation of somebody like LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, these people of these nature, Paul George. He shouldn't be in that kind of conversation. But for just scoring the ball and being a playmaker, he's arguably the best in the league as we speak right now.
I think right now, I did some statistics. James Harden's now been in the NBA team seasons. 7 seasons with the Rockets. And we all still talk about the time, the 3 seasons he had in OKC, when he was a 6th man. But since this man been a Rocket, here's the facts. James Harden has led the league in most points scored. He has over 14,000 points since then. In the past 7 years, there's no other player in the NBA who scored more points than James Harden. Miss me with, he get to the free throw line. I don't give a damn. That's part of the game.
It's all about putting the ball in the hoop.
Putting the ball in the hoop. When you come and put the ball in the hoop, 14,000 points, he leads the league. Second is LeBron. Third is Kevin Durant. Now, I know he only has 1 scoring title, but let's just keep it a bang. When a man can score 40 points in 20 games, and this guy here, what he does on the offensive end, I know a lot of people, you look at his Euro step and you look at the way he plays the game, a lot of it's travel. When you play street ball, people would probably call travel. And I'm not to argue that. But he bends the rules to his advantage. And at the end of the day, when he comes to scoring the gut ball, I know we want to look at a lot of different players and magnitude, but at the end of the day, you know this guy's going to put the ball in the buckets. Then a defender in the NBA that's going to stop this guy, if he got 25 attempts, that's getting this guy getting 25, 30 points. He's that good. And at the end of the day, now watch this guy play. Now, I know we all want to see what he's going to do come May and come June. Because obviously he had 2 bad performances. I mean, he's going to stick with him until something else changes. We're talking about the San Antonio one when he had 10 points. And we're talking about the last game against the Warriors. The team set the record for the most consecutive threes missed. That's going to stick with him until something change. But we talking about regular season basketball. That guy is the best player offensively for a score of his time. He puts the ball in the hoop. He can make the three-point shot. He can make the mid-range jump. He can get to the lane. When you put him in the foul line, you might as well call him buckets too. At the end of the day, when it comes to scoring, he is the driving force in the NBA. Now, what I love about his game so much is that he's a great distributor. He's not just a good one. Like, this guy can literally average, when this guy would play point guard, this dude literally averaged a double. That's 10 assists. When he's asked to be a distributor, he can be one of the best distributors in the league. He's a natural scorer. That's what he's asked to do. And since you asking the guy to score of his caliber, he's going to put them points up. I don't think that Kevin Durant was asked to score, I think he can put the points up too. Same thing goes for Kyrie. But could they do it in the magnitude and still be efficient? Like James Harden, still here to be seen. James Harden is still doing it, and his team is still being competitive. I know guys who can score, but the team take L's.
Right.
This guy is scoring, and the Rockets are contenders, and he's been doing it for 7+ seasons. Whether he could defend or not, that guy is one of my guys. When you talk about putting the ball in the hoop, he's one of the best of his generation. Now, people taking this thing out of context, we talk about all time. Hold on. But
he's up there.
He's up there. I seen Michael Jordan play and I seen Kobe Bryant play. I have nothing against James Harden as a player. But I've seen those guys play and I've seen those guys win championships as being the best scorers in their time. James Harden still needs to win some hardware in May and June.
But that has nothing to do with him as being one of the best scorers.
What?
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Now, to Jordan credit, Jordan scored 37 points. He averaged 37 points his third year in the NBA and didn't shoot that many threes. That's how dominant Jordan was. His third year in the NBA, he averaged 37 points, and this dude probably shot maybe less than 100 threes. Yeah. That's dominant.
He never really shot a lot of threes.
He only made 500 in his career, like 528. He didn't shoot that many threes. He was a mid-range scorer. Yeah. And he dunked on you his first
perfected it.
Yeah. So I witnessed that. So it's hard for me to see that he can be better than that. But is he a talent like no other when it comes to scoring? Yes, he is. He is that good. I know a lot of people want to criticize James Harden. You know, he ain't got nobody around him. All you got to do is shooters. And at some point in time, you got to recognize we all witnessing at some point a level of greatness when you're watching this guy score. This is history. And I know people want to just knock it because it's easy to say he ain't that good. Man, you tripping. That guy is, to me, the best scorer of his time. Now, you see the best shooter? Got to get the guy at Golden State.
Two of them in Golden State.
But when it's coming to scoring, James Harden's my guy. I got to give it to him. He is that. I respect crafts, and I respect the guy who puts the time at their craft. And at some point in time, we got to respect that this guy has perfected, when it comes to scoring, that's his craft. That's what he's the best at. And he's going to do it. He don't care what defender on it. He gonna find a way to get to the lane, or he gonna get fouled. He gonna get fouled. He gonna go to the free throw line. He gonna make you pay.
I think that he gets a lot of, scrutiny because it don't carry over to the playoffs.
It don't carry over.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't think he had a bad playoffs last season. I think, Game 7, he didn't look like he looked in the beginning of the series and prior in the playoffs, but I think he had a good playoffs last year.
Yeah, I think overall he had a great play.
I think he had a good playoffs.
We talking about the elimination game that cost him to get out. Those are the games that people, it's sticking in their mind, but my mindset is don't forget the body of work.
Yeah.
He had a great playoffs. You just want to focus on the 3-10 that he went against the Spurs when he went 3 for 10 and only had 10 points. That's what we want to focus on. We want to focus on the fact that they missed 27 consecutive threes in the elimination game. Don't forget the body of work. Don't forget what he did against who they played in the first round when they played was that the
last year?
Yeah. When they played was it the
Jazz?
When they beat that's the second round. They beat the Jazz in the second round. In the first round,
who the hell did they play in the first round?
Was it the Timberwolves?
Timberwolves.
Don't discredit what he did against the Timberwolves. Jimmy Butler was out there. Don't discredit what he was doing.
Yep.
Don't discredit.
For one, huh?
For one. Don't discredit. You only have this not because in the elimination game, you didn't see the guy that you saw all season. That could be due to wear and tear. Again, we are witnessing at some point in time a level of history when we're talking about scoring in James Harden. That's what I'm getting people trying to get people to see. He ain't gotta be your favorite player. You ain't really gotta like it. You gotta respect the work. And don't discredit the fact that you gotta be really for a guy to have 40 points for 20 consecutive games, that takes work. Sorry. And still win?
He's definitely doing work.
He's doing work. Now, our last topic we want to talk about is Kyrie Irving. You had to pony up. You had to man up and make that call to LeBron and say, man, listen. You have to call and apologize. Say, man, look, I gotta apologize to your LB. I didn't realize what took being a leader being like. What's your take about Kyrie Irving having to contact LeBron James about apologizing about being a player who wanted it all, wanted all at his fingertips, and wanted everything, and didn't understand what it took to be, a leader of young men?
I liked it. I respect Kyrie for reaching out to somebody like LeBron, who is arguably the best player that ever played this game. LeBron knows all the nuances to how to win a championship and how to conduct yourself as a pro and keep yourself playing at a high level and having longevity in this league.
Yeah.
So I respected Kyrie for humbling himself to be able to call LeBron and apologize and tell him how you feel. What I didn't like was that he told the media. I felt like he shouldn't have never told the media how he felt and what happened, and you keep that behind closed doors. I think Kyrie had an epiphany. It's kind of like when you're young and your mama and your daddy, if you grew up with a 2-parent home. I didn't. I grew up in a single-parent home, but my mama used to tell me stuff like, you better watch, girls you dating. Better watch how she was raised.
Right.
Better watch how she talked to her mom and her daddy. You better watch how she talked to her family, because if you don't pay attention to that kind of stuff, that's what you're going to be dealing with if you get in a relationship with her and y'all get married and start having kids.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that when I was young. And then when I become a man, got about 25, 26, 27 years old, I started realizing, like, damn, that's what my mom was talking about. That's what happened with Kyrie. Everything LeBron was telling him when he first got to Cleveland, look, Kyrie, this is what you got to do to be a champion. This is what you got to do to win. Do this, do that. Kyrie didn't want to hit it. Kyrie was the first. He was the best thing since sliced bread in Cleveland.
Correct.
Before LeBron got there, he was a starter on the All-Star team. He was that guy. So LeBron couldn't really tell him nothing. He thought he knew it all. So now LeBron's gone, and he's going on to his own destination with Boston, and he has a young group, and he's trying to show these guys how to win and things that you need to do to be able to become a champion. They ain't trying to hear what he's saying. So now he's having a flashback. Damn. You guys reminded me how I was when Brian was trying to talk to me. So, I liked everything about it. Calling LeBron giving him good advice. I know LeBron gave him good advice because LeBron went through it all.
Right.
But I just didn't like how he went to the media and told the media the story. Because if I'm the Celtics, if I'm Danny Ainge, if I'm Brad Stevens, if I'm Jaylen Brown, if I'm Tatum, if I'm Terry Rozier, I'm Horford, I'm looking at you some type of way. Why did you have to go to the media and tell people that you call LeBron to ask him for advice on how to handle us, your teammates, as if we your kids,
right?
As if we are beneath you. We know you're the best player on the team, but you ain't gotta put that out there like that. And I just think that's going to create a division between the team. I think this solidifies that Kyrie will not be back in Boston. I think this solidifies that they will not come out of the Eastern Conference because you got to think about it. These people are 5th in the East right now.
Correct.
Last year, these people was between 1 and 2 all year. They did way better. It was way more chemistry. And the little antics I saw when they played the Magic the other night. Brad Stevens calls a play. Kyrie Irving feels some type of well about it. He's getting to with Brad Stevens, telling Brad Stevens, no, I don't know what he's saying, but you can tell he didn't agree with Brad Stevens draw it up.
Right.
The play call for Gordon Hayward, he misses it. He gets it to a Gordon Hayward, walks up the court. It was just a bad look all the way around the board. Jaylen Brown came out and said he didn't like how it all went down. I just think it was a bad look. And he should have never went to the media with this whole story. I just don't feel like as talented as the Celtics are, I don't see them coming out the East because they are going to be, it's going to be the team versus Kyrie the rest of the season. And we know Kyrie the best player on that team.
Right.
But he should have never handled it like that. If I'm Danny Ainge, and I said this last season, I'm trading Kyrie Irving. I'm packaging him with Gordon Hayward. I'm making Terry Rozier my point guard. And I'm going to get somebody in a place for Gordon Hayward and Kyrie. And I'm pretty sure you can get a very talented player in this NBA to come in and play for the Celtics to replace a Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward. You still got a talented roster. You still got Al Horford. You still got Jaylen Brown. You still got Tatum. You still got Terry Rozier.
You still got
Marcus Smart. You got some pieces. So I think that's what Danny Ainge need to do. Kyrie Irving, I just think he off himself. I think he off himself. I think he's a selfish player, and I think he has a lot to learn in this league. And I think he just don't understand on how to be a good teammate.
I heard somebody say something today, and I don't take all the credit, but he made a great point about being a leader. A lot of these guys come drafted in the NBA out of their first season out of college, where typically college is the time when you learn how to become a young man and become your own man as a person. And now a lot of leadership things are developed in the college stage. College, just being in college. You look at a guy like Dwayne Wade, 3 years at Marquette. Chris Paul, 2 years at Wake Forest.
Tim Duncan was
3
years.
3 years at Wake Forest.
That was. We're not living in the time no more.
But what I'm getting at is, it takes a guy. The NBA is full of talent. Guys come out of high school playing 1 year in college, they're back in the NBA. The NBA is full of talent, but it's not full of leaders. When you look at pro football, guys are in college 3.5, 4 years, 5 years. They're coming in the NFL 23, 24 years old. It's not harder for those guys to become leaders in their locker room and among their teammates than you see in the NBA. Too much talent, not enough leaders. And typically, leadership starts when you're talking about a young man at the college level. This is the point of college. Not to say that every guy who stays 3 or 4 years is a leader when they come in. Shane Battier, leader, 3 or 4 years at Duke. You start looking at some of the leads that come out of college matters. The NBA has produced a lot of abundance of talent. And at the end of the day, guys like Kyrie Irving, even LeBron James, he didn't come in the NBA, he was a leader. First 7 years of Cleveland, one of the most talented players the NBA has ever seen. It took him going to Miami to give it a 3-year guy from out of Marquette to learn how to become a leader in those 4 years in Miami. What I'm getting at is, it's hard for a young guy now like Kyrie who want to play 8 games at Duke, didn't really have the great college experience, come in there, first overall pick. You think you're the hot shot, then get a guy when you pick first overall. You get a guy now, LeBron, come back to Cleveland, who's not a leader, and say, hey, listen, this is how you got to do things, this is how you got to get things done. And you're like, I'm the first overall pick, boy, fuck you. This is my team, this is my direction, I'm trying to figure out how things going. And now because you didn't have that time and experience to being around other young men and becoming a leader for a group of men, you don't know how to be a leader. You have to humble yourself and call LeBron, because now you're starting to figure this out.
Trying to figure it out.
And you may not even ever get it, because the time when it become for you to get to those maturity levels in life and become a leader, you was an athlete. And so I'm not saying that every player who spends 3 or 4 years in the NBA who comes a star is going to become a leader. But what I'm getting at is, look at Kawhi Leonard. People look at him as a leader. He put with 3 years.
I don't think Kawhi Leonard is a leader. I think he leads by example.
He leads by, but he's not a vocal leader.
He's not a leader. He's not a leader.
But you start looking around the NBA and you start looking at some of the most talented guys, 1 years. Do we see those guys on their basketball? They may be their franchise player, but do you see those guys as the leader of their team? Not all of them. Then you look at certain guys, it's taking time. It's full of talent. but it's not enough leaders, and he's trying to figure out how to be that guy. I'm just looking at from history and previous seeing things. The leaders of the NBA, those guys had longer college careers because they had to learn how to become men at that time. These guys are not learning how to become men. They're going to the NBA because of their talent. The NBA has to figure that out. And it's not disrespect to Kyrie Irving. It's just the fact that when you look at the Pelicans, who do you think one of their leaders is? Drew Holiday. How many years he spent at UCLA? He wasn't the one and done. I think he was like 3 or 4 years at UCLA.
I think he did 2.
He did more than one. When you start looking at some of these situations, some of these guys who are coming out of their programs, some of the leaders in the league, they had a college career. And that's where the NBA and Kyrie have the same problem. He's trying to get a group of young men. He said, man, I'm seeing a lot of these guys to myself. Yeah, they're a bunch of one and dones. Jason Tatum was third overall pick, one and done. Now, Jaylen Brown was a 2-year guy, I think, out of Cal. No, I'm sorry. Jaylen Brown was a one and done. Gordon Hayward was a 2-year guy out of Butler. Al Horford spent 3 years at Florida. Those are looking at some of the leads on that team. Guys who had a college career. Kyrie Irving is their best player, but he's not their leader. And that's where the confliction coming in at. And I agree with you on your point where you may have called LeBron, and that's humbling yourself in May. But a leader doesn't put that in the media. He doesn't do it. He doesn't do it.
I just don't understand why
he never takes the time to take the time.
And then he elaborated on it.
He went to depth on it. Like, that's not for the
and to my knowledge, from just watching Kyrie since he's been in the league, it almost seemed like he don't like the media. And when he talked about that, it looked like he was really embracing the media that day. He wanted them to know all the things that him and LeBron was discussing. I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at you some type of way when you come in the locker room. I'm gonna show this team.
Yeah. I'm sitting there saying to myself, why you didn't have to.
Yo, dog. Yo.
You didn't have to tell that to the media. If you want to call them to get advice about what you're going through, that's fine. But that wasn't for the media. You could have told your teammates, listen, I made this phone call. Hey, listen, maybe some things I'm doing wrong. I got some advice, man, but I want to see if I can help this out. That wasn't for that never had to get out the locker room. And that's all I'm simply saying. You need time to take time and look at some things. Some of the best leaders that the NBA has had, they weren't one and done players. They're the most talented ones, but are they the leaders that's coming out the bunch? Not really. I'm not saying everyone who's been there for junior or senior is going to be your team leader. What I'm getting at is some of the most of your leaders in the league are guys who have more than 1 year season in college.
That Ainge. They can call. Go ahead and trade him. Go ahead and trade him. And I know it's going to be hard to trade him because he's going to be a free agent after this year. So it's going to be hard for people that won't make that deal because they don't know if they're going to keep him. But yeah. I'm finding a suitor to take this man because he going to mess y'all season up. I would rather Rozelle running my show, go get a nice little piece to replace Kyrie and package Gordon Hayward with him. And I'm telling you right now, the Boston Celtics will be in a better place.
Now, I can't disagree with you on that. I just think that he's the best player. I like Kyrie Irving. I ain't gonna no lie to. I like the way he scores. I like his mentality.
I mean, he can score.
I like his mentality.
He couldn't play for me.
I like his.
He couldn't play for me. He couldn't play for me.
I like his mentality.
Bad shot selection. He doesn't make his teammates better. He doesn't play defense. Now, he can score it. And he's a closer. But he don't do anything else to help his team win. I got a problem with that.
That comes to the leadership part. If you're gonna
you playing defense and being able to sit down and guard your man, that has nothing to do with leadership. You making your teammates better, being a playmaker for your teammates. Now I know everybody got all been out of shape because he had 18 assists last night. Man, that's one goddamn time. So I'm not gonna get caught up with that. But Kyrie is a one-trick pony. He's a scorer. He's a scorer. Nothing more, nothing less.
Score.
Stay woke.
He's a scorer. Now the question you gotta ask yourself is he actually do much? Is he actually do more than just score? I think he's actually score. I don't think he could become a 10-plus assist guy. I don't think that's his game.
He ain't got to average 10 plus assists, but he need to be wrong 7 or 8. Okay? You got to make your teammates better, bro. You can't just think you're going to put it all on your shoulders and will your team to a championship. It ain't going to happen. Kobe had to find out the hard way. Jordan had to find out the hard way. My dog, you going to find out the hard way. And the only reason you got that championship, everybody going to say you the one that is the reason why Cleveland got a championship. Boy, LeBron is the reason why you got a ship. He the reason why you got that jewelry on your finger.
Well, because
let's be real about that.
Here's the truth, and here's just the facts. That team went to NBA Finals and Kyrie wasn't on it. That LeBron James, LeBron James is the factor why. If you go look at the stats, LeBron James
and
stats that
Kyrie first 3 years in the league, they ain't even touched the playoff. In the East was terrible.
Terrible.
They weren't even close to making the playoffs.
Correct.
So don't tell me nothing about Kyrie is the one that gave LeBron, made the Cavs win that championship when they played the Warriors. He the reason why. Stop it.
Here's the thing people get caught up in. I look at the body of work throughout the season. When that team, when LeBron James didn't play, and it was just Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving, they were losing games. Look at the body of work. Just don't judge a series. Look at the body of work. Look what it took to get to the series. Just don't judge a series.
When you got LeBron James, it changes everything.
It changes everything. You gotta look at what it took to get to the series.
Kyrie better recognize.
And realize the fact that LeBron James, when he did that series, averaging 34 some points, and he almost averaged a triple-double. Look what it took to get to the series, and look what happened in the series. Now, did Kyrie Irving average 27 some points, and did he dominate off the pick and roll, and did he dominate Steph Curry? Yeah, he's a contributor. He did what he needed to do. He's a scorer. He's the second best player on that team. But that's not getting everything. Let's not be stupid here. LeBron James is LeBron James.
No, it ain't LeBron James. It's LeBron James. That's our show, folks.
Listen, y'all stay tuned next week. Obviously, we're going to have our Super Bowl matchups.
We're going to be in here acting stupid, man, because we're going to be on our way to Atlanta being so psyched.
Tell him, Mel, we coming. We coming.
Keisha Bottoms?
Yeah.
Keisha Bottoms, we coming.
We coming.
After Sunday, you might as well just get ready.
Get ready.
For the black and gold to the Super Bowl.
We coming.
We coming, baby.
We coming with our chopper style and all.
Yeah.
Y'all get ready? Yeah. Listen, that's our show, guys. Listen, FanView, Real Fans Talk Sports. Listen, y'all subscribe to the page. FanView Live on Facebook, FanView Live on YouTube, FanView Live on Instagram, FanView NOLA on Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe to GSportz throughout the week. You're trying to get the plug in high school basketball for this next upcoming month up to March. Plug right here. Subscribe to the GSportz page, man. Y'all get all the information that y'all need. We're going around the city covering sports. You did. Y'all have a good one. And we out.
GSportz, man.
GSportz Fred. See y'all.